can go to war with a better group of men.
End zone throw, touchdown, Bengals.
Time for me to take over.
Inside the 20 with a block, Mixon, and that's going to be a Bengals touchdown.
Time to do it again.
Burrow on second down with time, can't find anyone, and now he fires downfield to Jamar Chase. He's got it, and takes it all the way for a Bengals touchdown, 70 yards.
We're going to keep fighting through adversity. It's not going to be perfect every time.
Field looking for Devontae Adams. It is picked off by Awuzie. His first interception as a member of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, Sirski. Better and better and better.
Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I am your host, Ace Boogie, and we're getting ready to get things kicked off here with the Bengals versus the Browns. That's right, the Battle of Ohio. It's time to see what these two teams have in store for us, especially on this Sunday. We talk about it. Let's talk about it right now. ESPN, as I bring this in real quick, has the Bengals favored to win this game, to start it off by 53%. But we all know this is going to be a good game between two teams from Ohio that have really come up the past couple of seasons together. And so this is going to be an extremely big test for the Bengals, especially with this being an opportunity to be 3-0 in the division. I think that if we can come in here and take advantage of the home field and cash in on our offensive opportunities, I think that will bode well. But we have to stop this number one running attack here in Nick Chubb and the Cleveland Browns. That is the strategy. You have to try to press this into a one-dimensional game for their offense. And so with that being said, let me talk to some of my guys here on the screen. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button because we are doing a jersey giveaway with Fanatics once we get to 15,000 subscribers. And then we also do giveaways sometimes during these actual streams themselves. So we have certain goals to try to hit. So if you guys help us hit those goals, then it's only right that we give back. The hoodie is from my man Zim Hude, zimhude.com, the whole lot of orange hoodies. Those went up this week. Please be sure to check him out. Check me out at newstripecity.com. We got some new merch there for you guys as well, hoodies and things of that nature. Please be sure to check us out. We're going to get Red Zone going here as well. Had to get over to the CBS Sports app since it's actually being shown locally. So hopefully that speeds it up. Let's hope. But we'll get things going pretty soon here. Let's see. Rogray 85. What's up, bro? The Plug LLC. Hude. Don Champ Hude. Let's go. Let's go. Gary Dalton, let's go. Hude to David Davila. Hude to Evan Dillon. Let's do this. 6412 Mars, I'm with you, bro. Christy Simmons, hey, what's going on? Hude, let's get it. Let me see. Let me get my other Red Zone set up here. So we also try to keep you guys updated on Red Zone. I know you guys probably, like me, have fantasy teams and stuff like that. So we also have that on display here. So I actually won't have it on display, but I'll be able to talk about it. We'll have the game cast as usual. And
tied for the second fewest in the NFL.
Big spell. I love them. All right, I'm going to focus on rush yards and for the high.
And also be sure to make sure that you subscribe to the AFC North YouTube channel. That's another YouTube channel that I am a part of. So you can catch us over there as well. If you haven't been catching the AFC North shows, they are pretty fun. Sometimes I actually add them to this channel as well. But we do have our own channel as well that you guys can hit up and see our stuff directly when we go live. That way you can ask questions, and we do super chats and all kind of cool stuff over there. Let's see, where do I think OBJ goes? I think it really depends. I've seen the rumors just from like the Bleacher Report app saying potentially the Saints. I always thought, to me, it really should have been like LA for him, but we'll have to see. We're about to get ready to kick off here. This is the game that really matters. You feel me? Yes, sir. Who that? 65 people watching. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. We're about to get into it here. Let's see. Soon it'll start to bring things out. From what I'm seeing right now, we're getting ready to get the kickoff. Let's see. Looks like the Bengals are going to receive to start this game. All right, and it's a kickoff here. And it's going to be to Brandon Wilson. He's going to get to about the 21-yard line to start this game. Maybe the 23. It's close. Yes, we have. 3 of the past 3 games, the Bengals offense has gotten rolling. We got to get rolling early, though. That's what I talk about each week. I think if we can get rolling early on this one, I think that will bode well for us. There we go. All right. They're going. So 1st and 10, Burrow comes up under center. Mixon's in the backfield. So run to Mixon. First run, he gets about 2, but I don't know where they're going to mark him because of the momentum. They were up in those gaps. So 2 yards there, 2nd and 8. We got Hakeem Adeniji starting at right guard this game. That's something to notate. You got Jonah, Quentin Spain, Trey. So a new addition there. You got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd starting, Uzama and Joe Mixon. So the Bengals come out here in the shotgun. Looks like they have Jamar and Boyd at the top of the screen, Higgins to the right. All right. And it's another run here, and Mixon is swallowed up again after a gain of about a yard. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So the Bengals here, they've got to come out here and try to convert this 3rd down. I think that they can. Usually 3rd and 7s are somewhat manageable for them, but we've got to see what they got because they're going against Greg Newsome, Denzel Ward, Troy Hill. So let's see what they have for us here. Shotgun look, Joe drops back. He's looking, and he hits an open, I believe that's T. Higgins. Yup, T. Higgins with a nice catch there. Gets the 1st down, 1st and 10. We got to try to focus in on Garrett, man. Let's see what they're doing so far. Yes, a great effort from Trey Hopkins and Quentin Spain there. They both went at Myles Garrett on that play. So that was a nice one to help get that completion to T. Higgins. All right, shotgun look again with Joe. He's telling Mixon to move up to the line. And they got 4 to the left, 4 to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a Mixon screen. There's a flag on the play, though. Mixon gets the 1st down, but it's pending this flag here. Let's see. Mixon feels like he got the 1st. What's the flag?
Come out and try and throw a screen route, blocking right away to the flat.
Let's see. Ref's going to say something here. Offsides on the defense, so that's a penalty on them. Bengals have been pretty disciplined in that area. That's on Jadeveon Clowney. He was offsides.
There's Kevin Stefanski, his 25th regular season game.
All right, let's get it.
Cleveland, 15-9.
Who day? 513 all day. Let's get it. All right. Burrow comes out here. It's a shotgun look. He's got Stanley Morgan that comes in motion. And it's another pass to Mixon on the screen. Mixon goes up, jumps up, and gets it with one hand, it looked like. And Mixon doing some work here. The Mixon versus Nick Chubb thing, I think, is the underrated rivalry there because they're guys that do things both differently but very well at the same time. And I think there you see Mixon with the 2 receptions already for 20 yards. We know that he can do that. But it looks like Mixon has come off, so it's a 2nd and 1. And it looks like they actually have the backup in right now with Samaje Perine. Uzama moves over to the left. Joe's audible in something at the line. All right. And he drops back with the handoff. The Browns are there, but I think Samaje got the 1st down, in my opinion. I think he got the 1st down. Yeah, 1st and 10. So gets about a gain of 1.5 yards there. But then importantly, the Bengals are moving past the 50. That's the good thing here, is unlocking this offense. Let's get it. 513 all day. Let's go. So no targets to Chase so far, but here comes Burrow. He's under center. But he's got an interesting look here. It's a single back look. He's got Higgins to his right and Jamar Chase to his left. Higgins comes in motion to the left. All right. And it's a trick play. P. Ryan gave it back, and Higgins got it. Let's go. He did a pitch to – he did a handoff to P. Ryan. P. Ryan pitched it back to Joe Burrow, and he finds a trick play completion to T. Higgins. So Bengals offense is out here cooking right now. Nice little flea flicker there. Fakes it, pulls it back, throws it to Burrow. And you got T. Higgins to throw him off. T. Higgins beat the Browns defender on that one. I talked about if you're going to double Jamar, if you're going to key in on Jamar, T and TB are going to do you. Joe's in the backfield. And he's going to find Jamar Chase on the slant. Gets all the way down to it looks like about the 7. Jamar Chase, first and goal, Cincinnati Bengals offense. Let's get it. Yes, Sirski. Slant route on Newsome. So it looks like they're letting Newsome guard him. And man, right? Yep. He gets him on that first step there. Uno with the nice slant there with the VVS in. What they say with the VVS in. And here comes Jamar in motion. He's going to take a handoff. And he's looking. He doesn't have much there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal. So a nice little mix up there with the reverse to Jamar Chase coming in motion. Looks like Walker was following him on that one. 140 people watching. Please be sure to hit that like button. Good, Jason. I appreciate that, man. The family is doing good. How does the audio sound? Can you guys hear the game okay? All right, and it looks like we got Chris Evans on the field for the first time. Joe's in kind of an empty look with Evans doing some motions. Evans is covered out of the flat, and he's going to find Uzama, but Uzama drops it. I don't think they're acting like it's a fumble. I think it was incomplete. Third and goal. Let's see. Uzama makes that. Nope. No, I think that's an incomplete pass. Identity is out there, though. That's something to keep in mind at the right guard position. Turn the TV up. Let's get it. All right. Third and goal here. Joe has it in the shotgun look. He's scrambling over to the left, and the pocket is collapsing. There's a flag, though. He was sacked, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see. Joe's coming back. Offside on the defense. Neutral zone. Yep, half the distance to the goal, so they're going to get that back. I think that's 5 yards there. Yes, sir. Shaking Blake. All right, let's see.
He's lined up offsides right there, 58. McDowell.
All right.
I mean, that's just a killer, right? If you go ahead and get up a touchdown in the game.
So let's see. Third and goal here in the red zone. At the 3 here. Joe's dropping back. He's looking. And he's picked off. And that's Denzel Ward. And that looks like Denzel Ward is going to go all the way back on a pick 6. Sample's not going to be able to catch him. And it's a pick 6 by Denzel Ward. He read that one. Man, that's not a good one there. Let's take a look at what happened there. Denzel Ward ran that one. Pick 6. It's going to go right, and he just jumped it, man. Denzel Ward is just doing Denzel Ward things. Burrow falls, too.
slipped and fell. We're going to find out this hamstring is
So
okay.
7-0 pending this field goal already. Bengals down.
Huge swing.
That is a momentum play there.
That turn of events. Well, they were 11 for 11 poorly. Yeah. Then they get the stop. They get another third down.
Yep, that was like almost 100. That's 99 yards there. 99 yards on that return. So after a hot start, Joe gets down to the red zone. Throws a costly interception there. He was going to Jamar Chase. Denzel Ward saw it, bit on it. Man, that wasn't a good one.
Beautiful out here.
So,
And 5% cash back on travel purchase through Chase. Go Chase Freedom Unlimited.
not good for the Bengals offense coming out there. I'm already getting texts about it now.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that was not a good one. That was not a good turnover there. Especially playing at home.
I'm scared. In a good way.
So that was a tough interception. I had to see how they bounce back from it. They're going to get the ball right back because that was a pick six. So we'll have to see how this offense rebounds after a costly turnover like that right there. So we will see.
We don't even have time for this guy. But I'm talking and there's smashed avocado too.
Let's see what happens here. Got a rebound after that one. That's a costly turnover. That's a tough one there. Those are the type of interceptions that I've said during the season that we cannot afford to have. Let's see how they bounce back because the Browns got the ball to start this game. So right now that means that they're going to get it after halftime. Their offense is going to be fresh for the next drive. So we'll have to see what happens.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some people are asking about the thought there. I think you might be. It depends, right? Because they had the penalty on the drive before that. It was a 3rd and goal, so I think the thought process is. Since it's 3rd and goal, I think that they were thinking to try to throw it to pass, I guess, instead of running it, because I guess they felt that would have had the bigger chance of them scoring a touchdown. So I don't know. I had to see what the play calls were there after that drive. Let me go and take a look real quick.
When we visited this week with Joe Burrow, he was quick to point out that Denzel Ward was someone he's very familiar with. They were teammates at Ohio State. They went against each other.
Yeah, they ran that Jamar Chase play as a reverse. That was like their first run that they tried. Seems like that was just crazy, man. We'll see what happens. Joe looks cool and composed. But, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So now the Bengals trail 7-0. And there's, I think it was just a touchback there. So they've got to get, it happened so fast, Denzel Ward has to get some oxygen. Yeah, he just read that. Mostly everybody was covered on that play. I'm looking at the replay now. It just wasn't anything there. He's thinking that Jamar is going to make a play. He looks like the offensive coordinator's frustrated. All right, that's the 10th one for Joe. Most in the NFL he's tied for after that one. But he comes out here under center, and it's going to be a pitch to Joe Mixon. There's a flag thrown. I'm not sure if that's holding on the offense or what's going on. Or is this offsides again?
This can't be, right? It feels like it might be the. You can't have 3 guys just lining up offsides. That's just no way, right?
Offside.
It is the third time.
I'm not sure what that was, man. That's tough.
On the Browns defense in 11 plays in this game. This isn't even close. I mean, he's. Fun coach Stefanski right there. I am very upset
All right, here we go.
Interception to the house coming up here. We need to stop doing this.
1st and 5 now after that play. So Bengals starting at like the 30 right now. It's a fake handoff to Mixon. Here comes somebody up, but here comes Burrow stepping up, going for it, and it's great coverage there by Newsom. They went deep there to Jamar Chase, I believe. And they were there for it. Yep, perfectly thrown ball on the deep post. And Newsom just comes in and swats it away. All right, so 2nd and 5 here. You probably want to try to get a run going here. Pick up this 1st down real quick, not to even play with it. But let's see. Denzel Ward still on the sideline after that 99-yard return. 2nd and 5 from the 30. Higgins comes in motion. It's a fake pass there, and it's going to be a screen pass to Drew Sample. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. He's going to get down to the 50. Drew Sample, let's get it, bro. This is what we need from you. Drew Sample, a gain of 19 there. So that is a new wrinkle that they've got here with the little tight end screen. Let's get it going. 1st and 10 here from the 50 after a horrible turnover, but they got to bounce back here. They got to let that one go to the wayside and concentrate on getting back in this football game. And it looks like they're doing it so far. All right, and Joe Burrow here is going to be under the center. It's a fake, or no, it's an actual handoff to Mixon, and Mixon's going to get about 4 there, past the 50-yard. 2nd and 7, so they're going to give him 3 there. Let's see, 2nd and 7 here. Denzel Ward is still out of the game. All right. And here they come on 2nd and 7 here. Samaje Perine is the running back. Joe sees something. He's audibling. Stanley Morgan is to the left with Jamar Chase, who's on the inside here. It's a play-action pass. Joe's coming around on the scramble. He's looking, and he's going to find Michael Thomas there, it looks like, for a 1st down. Don't forget about him. 4th catch of the season, but he makes one there. Big 1st down for the Bengals. Moving into Browns territory here. Burrow showed some great vision there on that scramble on that play, on the rollout. All right, rolls out to the right. And he finds Mike Thomas with a perfect pass right in front of Greedy Williams. So now the Bengals are at the 30-yard line, or approaching the 30-yard line of the Browns here. And it's going to be a run. Mixon's going to get about a gain of, I believe, 2 or 3 there. Yeah, about 3. Grant Delpit in on the tackle for the Browns. And the Las Vegas Raiders just tied it up with the New York Giants. All right, 2nd and 7. Looks like the Bengals almost got a Browns lineman to jump off sides. Now Burrow's audible in here. On the 2nd and 7, Mixon moves to his left in a shotgun look that features Boyd. And it looks like Higgins and Jamar Chase out to the right. All right, Higgins comes across the left, but he's going for Chase, and it's incomplete. It looks like that's A.J. Green, ironically, in coverage. 3rd and 7 now for the Bengals.
I mean, as good as you can ask for.
All right.
Out of your defensive backs early in the game with Green right here, 1-on-1, we could have got called.
And the Bengals are going to Jamar Chase. All right. Offensive line is holding up in the pocket. 3rd and 7, though. Similar to the last one. They got him in 3rd and 7. Let's see what the Bengals do here. We got to wonder if this is 4-down territory. That is something to pay attention to in this game. All right, Joe Burrow is empty in the backfield. They bring in some extra guys to block. Joe maneuvers around the pocket. He finds open Samaje Perine, who converts for the 1st down. Samaje Perine leans back into a 1st down for the Bengals. They're cooking. That was a tough one there. A gain of 9 there. Let's see. And the Bengals are making sure that they go at these Browns defensive linemen correctly here. And that's Walker, the linebacker, on the stop there for the Browns. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see. Joe drops back. He's looking. And he's going to find T. Higgins, who's close to another first down. All right. AJ Green on the coverage. Let's get it.
This time you go to the opposite side of the field. And Higgins, you can see the height and size.
Higgins, bro. Higgins pack.
Higgins does a good job.
When you got T. Higgins, bro, that's a tough combo. Jamar Chase and T, 3 receptions for 40 yards.
Just enough so I don't have to run 10 yards.
All right, 2nd and 1 here. Bengals bring Drew Sample back into the backfield on a motion. And it's a toss to Joe Mixon out to the left. Ooh, Mixon is going to make a mix. Mixon in for the TD, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Cincinnati Bengals tied up. Joe Mixon. That's what Mixon can do. Let's get it. That's what Mixon can do. Joe Mixon, people at the line of scrimmage and walking in for TDs. Let's get it. Great toss. Great block by, looks like, my man Jonah leading the way there. Boy. Spain gang in the house. Drew Sample in the house. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see if we can get this field goal. Evan McPherson, this extra point. Tying it up. Let's see what we got here. All right, looks like there's a timeout. Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. So they're going to have to re-kick this extra point. If you're going to get a penalty, let it be on this. I mean, extra point, delay a game, that's fine. No use in wasting a timeout on the extra point, especially when you got somebody like Evan. So Denzel Ward is back in the game. He was out for a little bit just because he had that 99-yard pick. So now the Bengals are going to get to see what this Baker Mayfield offense looks like. So Bengals come down, have some success, but throw a pick 6. Then the Bengals offense drive down again and tie it up on a Joe Mixon touchdown run. Let's get it. Let's go. So we're going to get the Baker Mayfield Browns offense, Nick Chubb. So we're going to have to see how this Bengals defense attacks them after a letdown last week. But I think that this defense can bounce back in this game, and we're going to need them to bounce back if we want to get this dub. So let's see what they got to offer here against Baker Mayfield and this Cleveland offense.
Get your TV together. The best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Mixon and Perrine together again. Samaje be doing this thing, bro. Samaje be doing this thing.
Let me show you inside. So each heater's on its own power grid, so you're just gonna have to throw the breakers each night. Tuesday's trash day. Just pull the dumpsters out the night before. You know
All right. Got people calling me during the game.
You're gonna leave. Remember to set the alarm.
Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, just contain Chubb. I'm with you. B Sewell, let's get it. Defense, force a 3 and out. If we can do that, that'll help. What's good, Jesus? 254 people watching. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's see. I'm gonna try to pull this up. Try to get red zone real quick.
Magic Eraser for a deep down hygienic clean. Magic Eraser removes the messes you see, as well as more of the dirt and grime you don't. All you do is wet, squeeze, and start erasing dirt and grime all around the house. Try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser for a deep down clean.
That kid was a seed. Great.
We have had a breach. Surrender all your sidearms. Suicide is a crime scene.
What do you think? You trapped in here with a killer or a future prisoner? You suicide babies.
Yes, sir. 3 and out. 3 and out. Let's get it. Waiting for this thing to exit out. But yeah, that was a good bounce back drive for the offense. Joe Burrow, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like already has 119 yards already to start this game. Had some good throws on that one. Went to T. Higgins a couple of times. They have not gone to Tyler Boyd yet. But Boyd is a good teammate. He's just going to do whatever it takes whenever they decide to call on him. But he is someone in the clutch that they can call on. So definitely be sure to pay attention to that as this game progresses.
But 7-7, and finally, we're going to see the Browns offense barring anything crazy happening on this game.
All right, looks like it's still 0-0 in this Broncos, the Cowboys game. Looks like the Broncos are starting deep from within their own territory. All right, and it's going to be a kickoff. Anthony Schwartz is going to take it for a touchback on Cleveland. The Vikings are up 7-3 over the Ravens right now. So that's something to keep an eye on, especially with AFC North football. And the Ravens are at home in that game. It is in Baltimore. And here comes Baker Mayfield. He's giving daps and pounds like his kid cut his old mixtape. Let's see what's going on. 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield starting at the 25, sends Jarvis Landry in motion. And it's going to be a run here to Nick Chubb. He's going to get a nice amount. He's going to get a first down. Or close to it. Looks like a gain of 9 there from Nick Chubb. That is something that they're going to have to contain. It looks like a gain of 10, first down. That is something that this Bengals defense is going to look to contain. You're never going to completely shut down Nick Chubb, right? He's one of the best running backs in the NFL, but you just got to hope to contain him. If you can hold Nick Chubb to like 85, 90, even 90 yards, you did a pretty good job. You just got to make sure that that volume of carries isn't going to contribute to over 5 yards per carry, because that is a recipe for disaster. So 1st and 10, it's a play action here, some pressure. It's a screen to Chubb, but here comes DJ Reader, and he's going to get him, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like Chubb got about 5 yards there, but what is the flag? We'll have to see.
Flag is in the offensive backfield.
All right, let's see what the flag is here.
There is no call for holding against the offense.
So they were going to call holding, but they decided not to. And it looks like the Broncos are up 7-0 over the Cowboys right now. So we'll see what happens here. Hold on 1 second. It's a 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 here for Baker Mayfield. He's got Nick Chubb to his left. He's going to send Chubb in motion over to the right. And he's out there. It looks like the Bengals defense is confused here. Maybe something that they saw in the Jets game. Baker's going to drop back. He's shooting. And he finds an open Nick Chubb. That looked like about a gain of almost 20 there. And it's over on Eli Apple.
It'll be his longest reception, his longest had been.
All right, Bengals look like they were in a man zone look.
He gets all the way back out there.
All right. Yep, it's a great job. It looks like the linebacker Logan Wilson was in zone. All right, so Baker's looking. He's going to go for another pass to his tight end, Austin Hooper, who's going to make a decent gain there. I believe 3 yards. So 2nd and 7.
10, 12-yard run, right? Then you saw him come back with a screen. And I bet you're going to see a boot come here in a second. And this is what they're doing.
Yeah, we definitely need this win phase, Eli. So let's see. 2nd and 7 here. From about the 40, probably the 35 actually of the Bengals. Pratt is telling people to scoot down. All right, and here they go here, and Nick Chubb is going to pick up a first down, moves past the Bengals defender, and takes it all the way down to about the 12-yard line of the Bengals. So far, the Bengals have not been able to stop this run game, and this is something that we talked about. The Browns number 1 in the league. At that, they're definitely going to depend on that heavy in this game. That's just what they do. And, that Browns offensive line went right at the linebackers there on that play. So Bengals got to make some adjustments here on defense. 1st and 10 here. Baker comes out on the center. It's another run to Nick Chubb. And it looks like finally a gain of no gain for him on that play, thanks to the Bengals defense there. So that's going to be a 2nd and 10. This Bengals defense has been good in the red zone, so this is something to look at, see if they can bounce back to that. Nick Chubb is coming out of the game. So we'll see what they've got here. 2nd and 10. All right. Shotgun look for Baker, and it looks like the tackle jumped early. And it looks like Hendrickson is talking to Baker. Jedrick Wills, 5-yard penalty.
Too many enforced errors, Jim. Done a few of their games, there's just a few too many that keep popping up.
That's a bunch of penalties for the Browns. I believe only one for the Bengals. 1 extra point, so 2nd and 15. Let's see what they got here. They come out in an empty look with some receivers and the tight end. All right, and they're going to hit the tight end, Austin Hooper. And he gets back down. I think that was a gain of about 8 there. 3rd and 5, actually more than that. All right, I think that was about 10 that he got there. 3rd and 4 now, it says. All right, they're hurrying up to the line. It's a shotgun look, trying to draw them off sides at the end of the 1st quarter, and that's the quarter. End of the 1st, 7-7. Battle of Ohio has already been living up to expectations coming into this game. So there might be a lot of points scored in this game. That's what it's trending like.
Some carriers will give you just one measly entertainment subscription. One is no fun. With Verizon, there's up to 7.
Oh, it's Steelers fans in here. Hey, bro, it is what it is. Let them enjoy the show, man. Let them enjoy the show.
7 times the music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN.
Yeah, I think the Steelers playing the Bears tomorrow at home on prime time. 294 people watching. It's all good though. It's gonna be tight here in the AFC North. We'll see if the Steelers handle their business. Right now, it's our time to go, and right now the Bengals have to do something here, I think, and try to limit this drive. If you get out of here with 3 points, I think you're good. If you give up a touchdown, you can't be too mad at that, but that will make it 14 because technically this is really the Browns' first possession of the game here on offense. So we'll see what they do here on a 3rd and 4. You got to get this stop here, I think, to hold them to 3. That would be a major victory, especially given what kind of happened on that drive with Nick Chubb getting some runs on you. The last thing that you want to do after getting a no-gain stop on him is have to saddle up again to try to stop Nick Chubb running with this offensive line, especially in goal line territory. So we'll see what happens here. But around the league right now, they're showing the Saints game, from what I can see, against the Falcons. The Falcons are up 3-0. This was an interesting one to me, the way that the odds kind of looked. I thought that, the Falcons would have a chance here in this game, given that Trevor Siemian is a quarterback for the Saints. But we'll see. A lot of people like that Saints defense. It looks like the Vikings have the ball again against the Ravens. I don't know what the Ravens have done, but it's 7-3. And there's a 3rd and 1. And here comes Dalvin Cook around the corner. Dalvin Cook looks like he wants more. Oh, my goodness. Dalvin Cook is that guy. Oh, my goodness. Dalvin Cook is still running, bro. Dalvin Cook just got down to the 20-yard line after a 3rd and 1 in Vikings territory. That had to be like a 70-yard run. That had to be a 70-yard run. So that makes this even more important, right? Because the Vikings are looking like they're taking care of business, and this is a Browns team that you got to put down. Greedy Williams looks like he's walking off the field here and into the locker room. That's something to monitor. So it's a 3rd and 4. Baker motions the running back into the backfield here, and that's someone to keep an eye on And Baker is going deep. It's incomplete. And that's Austin Hooper. There's no flag on the play. There is a flag. Oh, goodness. Akeem Davis-Gaither. It looks like Baker is signaling that he feels like the flag is valid. I didn't see that. Pass interference on number 37, Ricardo Allen. Automatic first down. So he jams him. He does hold him for a while. Yeah, he holds him for a little bit longer than he should. So first and goal after that penalty. Spotted at the 1. That's tough, bro. That is so tough. And you got Nick Chubb here, and it looks like they're going to audible into something. Nick Chubb just went into the slot. Austin Hooper is in the backfield. Baker Mayfield is looking, and he's going to try to get it to Njoku, and it's broken up by Marcus Bailey. That's going to bring up second and goal. Great coverage there by Marcus Bailey, one of my guys. You guys know that I have been big on Marcus Bailey. But Njoku goes up, and Bailey knocks it out. That's a touchdown without Bailey doing that there on that play. Yep. Marcus Bailey goes up with him. Knocks it out. So second and goal here from the 1 yard line. Looks like they're just going to try to run this in with Nick Chubb. Bengals know that that's coming. Looks like it's a motion there. Chubb is going to try to push through, and the Bengals are there. They are there to stop him. Wait, did they just give him the touchdown? Touchdown. I don't know how that just happened, but I don't know if we couldn't see what happened. All right. It looked like Chubb was down. Oh, no, he slipped through. He slipped through and got in. Chubb just breaks through there with his lower back and gets through. Yeah, he kept his legs up. That's a touchdown. Browns up 14-7. So that was a long drive. They had some opportunities to get some stops, but overall that penalty there kind of did them in on Ricardo Allen to lead to Cleveland getting 13 there. So 75 yards in 9 plays, 4 minutes. That's pretty quick. All right, so that's going to be a 14-7 game. I think this is headed towards a shootout. But the thing is, you're going to have to get some stops here and there and see how your offense can cash in on those scores. And this is some of the things that I talked about with this team is whenever you get a chance against the Browns, you got to be able to push that one in. That pick six definitely is going to make an impact for sure. 300 people watching, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button that enters you into a giveaway we're doing for a jersey of your choice once we get to 15,000 subs. Dolphins up 7-0 over the Texans. And this Cowboys game is back, and they're showing right now. Let's see. It looks like Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos are on offense. They're still up 6-0, but it's going to be a 3rd and 10 on their own 45, so they're going to try to go for it.
Like the Xbox Series S at Best Buy.
Yeah, the interceptions have to stop, man. I agree. You guys know I'm not big on the interceptions. 3rd and 10 here. Teddy Bridgewater is going to convert there against the Cowboys. Looks like he throws a pass to a tight end. And they're also showing the Panthers and Patriots here. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Mac Jones just took a shot, and the Panthers just recovered a fumble. And they're in New England territory, so it looks like they may be getting close to scoring. Bills and Jaguars game. This has AFC implications because the Bills, I believe, are near the top of the AFC. That game is 3-3 on a 3rd and 3.
I have a plan right now at T-Mobile. Customers on Magenta Max can get the new iPhone 13.
Yeah, Joe's got to make sure that he's taking the right risk in games for sure. All right, and it looks like the Bills just converted that. Vikings are in Ravens territory. They give a handoff to Dalvin Cook. He's down to like the 3 of Baltimore. So that's going to be a 3rd and goal. It looks like this game is getting back over here. We definitely got to try to stop Nick Chubb. That's the guy that is the heartbeat for that Cleveland Browns offense. He is the heart.
Numbers is this: the Bengals partnering with Operations Ramp It Up to install a wheelchair ramp at the home of a Korean War veteran. Operation Ramp It Up.
All right, and the Vikings try on a sweep, and they don't get it. So it's going to be 4th down. Unless they go for it here, it's probably going to likely be 10-0, 10-3, I believe. All right, here goes the kickoff. Brandon Wilson is going to take it out. They're going to make him return it here. And here comes Wilson up the sideline. Gets a decent gain there, probably like 25. But it looks like he's hurt. He is down. I think he's hurt there. Uh-oh. Brandon Wilson is down.
He was tackled from behind.
Looks like they may take a commercial break because of this. Prayers up for Brandon Wilson. Hopefully he's good. He is down, though. Let me take a look on Twitter, see what they're saying real quick.
A couple years later, my mother passed away. After taking care of them, I knew that I really wanted to become a nurse. Amazon helped me with training and tuition.
Trainers looking at Bengals returner Brandon Wilson's left knee, so it looks like it may be a knee injury. And it looks like Zach Taylor made his way over there.
Jake from State Farm. What's good? Not fam. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount.
All right, so yeah, somebody said that looked immediately bad.
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget, even yours. Typical sneakerhead.
So hopefully Brandon Wilson is okay. Card is coming out. So unfortunately, that looks like a dangerous injury for Brandon Wilson, especially when that card comes out. Probably tore a leg or a knee muscle or something there. Knee ligament. I'm not a doctor, but when you bring a card out, that's not good. So it looks like that's what's going on there. So prayers go out to him. Hopefully everything is okay for him. He's been one of the best returners in the NFL, so that's a major loss if the Bengals do lose him. I would imagine we would for this game, especially with him getting carted out. So that's unfortunate. So this Bengals defense is giving up really only 7 points. The other one was basically on a pick six, so
That's not such a long story.
hopefully they can step it up on the next drive. That was them kind of trying to fill out that offense. They had some positive there. It looks like the Broncos are up 13-0, possibly 14-0 after a Tim Patrick touchdown. 2 receptions for 55 yards and a touchdown. All right, so yeah, they're carting them off. So this Bengals offense is coming back on the field. It's going to be that type of game. Prayers up to Brandon Wilson, man. Definitely an underrated player. One of the best special teams players in the NFL. So 1st and 10 here. Let's get it. Bengals wearing the all black on black. All right, 1st and 10 here. Shotgun look for the Bengals. Got Mixon to his right. He's looking and he's going to find C.J. Uzama. Goodness. For a catch of 4. 2nd and 6. Steelers D shut the Browns down. Y'all struggling? This is not struggling. This is not struggling. I will tell you that. So let's see what we got here. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a shotgun look. He's got Uzama to his right, Mixon to his left. And it's going to be a fake there. It's going to be a catch to T. Higgins. He's going to get to about the 43 of the Bengals. Higgins so far having him a game. Another reception. So far, no receptions to Tyler Boyd. That's something to keep an eye on. But the Browns do have some good linebackers there, even with them missing JOK. But they did go to Uzama the play before, so it looks like they're trying to test that middle. So let's see, that middle level, that second level of that defense there for the Browns. 1st and 10. Joey approaching midfield. Takes a snap from the 40. It looks like it's a shotgun look. He's got T. Higgins, or he's got Tyler Boyd in the slot. It's going to be a run there, and it's to Mixon. And Mixon gets a nice gain there of about 8 yards. And Mixon is turned up. 2nd and 2, I think that's going to be another 7-yard gain there.
Well, Jim, that long drive certainly allowed this Browns defense to get some rest.
Let's see if they can get Mixon going or if they're going to keep mixing it up here. They've kind of been running with like a hybrid offense of runs to Mixon and passes to Mixon and incorporating him in this passing attack in creative ways. So 2nd and 3 here. Let's see what they've got. They're going to take the ball from under center. Stanley Morgan motions over to the left or to the right. And it's going to be a run to Mixon again, and Mixon's going to pick up a first down there with about a gain of 4. Run game is getting nasty. And Mixon's looking for 4,000 rushing yards as a Bengal here, entering into that Corey Dillon territory. So Mixon has definitely had his imprint on this game. You see that they want to get him involved. Let's see. All right, 7 rushes, 31 yards, and a touchdown for Mixon. He's going to motion Drew Sample back into the under center I-form look here. And it's a blitz and a sack there on the corner. Troy Hill comes through, and he's there. Blown blocking assignment there. I don't know who. No one saw him. And he came through. And that was Troy Hill there, the former Bengal. That brings up a 2nd and 19. That is tough because the Bengals, if you get them to like a 3rd and 5, they're pretty good in that area, but they're going to have to get a chunk of that here on this play. So we'll have to see what Zach goes to in the playbook for this one. All right. Looks like, is there a timeout? Timeout called. Cincinnati. They want to talk over it and see what they want to do here. So I think that was a good use of a timeout there. You probably want to talk this one through because they've got to get this to a 3rd and 5 and manageable. You don't want to hand the ball back to Baker Mayfield in this offense down 14-7. That could potentially put you in a 21-7 predicament. So this has got to be one that they really get here for the Cincinnati Bengals team. So let's see what they do here. Zach looks like he knows that this is going to be a serious point in the game. 11 minutes in the second quarter right now. So it's a shotgun look here. All right. It's a shotgun look. They're going to go with a play action there. Joe Burrow's going to look back, and he's going to find T. Higgins, who gets a nice gain there close to a first down. I think that was about 16 there. That is way more manageable here. So we'll have to see if this timeout pays off, but smart move there to make sure that the right play is called here after that sack so they can regroup on this 3rd and 3. So because that opens the playbook up a lot more here. And now the Bengals are past the 50-yard line. That's also something that comes into play. So it's a 3rd and 3 here. Joe is back in the empty. He's looking. Brown showing a little bit of a blitz here. They drop back. Samaje Perine drops it. Drops the first down. That's big there because now it's a 4th and 3. And it's just right there in the flats. He's got to make that. He's got to make that. So now 4th and 3. I think they're going for it here. This is where you probably look for Tyler Boyd. You haven't gone to him yet. or you're looking at Jamar Chase. We'll have to see what they decide to do here on the fourth down conversion. Uzama comes in motion. He's another option. You got Tyler Boyd in the slot, Clowney at the top of the screen. And here we go. They're going to send a blitz. Burrow's looking, moves through them. And is it no flag? Turnover on downs. And Burrow probably could have thought about running it. He made some good pocket presence moves there. But they went deeper, I feel like, than they had to do. And the Browns get the ball back. That's tough. So that's a tough one. Browns defense gets a major stop against the Bengals there. And more importantly, the field position that they're going to be in. That's going to give the Browns some solid field position to be in, starting, I believe, from around their 40. So Samaje's got to pull that in, bro. Chris Evans probably pulls that in. I hate to be the guy to say that, but I think Chris Evans pulls that one in. Evans may still be hurt. I think he's in this game, though. So they did go to Tyler Boyd. I talked about Tyler Boyd being their clutch guy. If you look at the numbers, he's been clutch, but they just weren't on the same page there. And that is a turnover on downs. So looking at red zone here, looks like the Falcons are still up over the Saints 3-0. Looks like they're trying to drive on the Saints. I haven't heard anything about Chris Evans being hurt, but let me check on Twitter. Let's see what's going on. Burrow moved through the pocket well on that. And some people felt like there was some contact there. But Joe showed some great pocket presence. Let's see. But nice packet, but not the greatest pass, though. Nice pocket movement. Samaje, you got to make that play there, bro. That's a tough one. So the Bengals defense, they're going to have to hold. If they give up anything, I think at most it can be 3. But you got to remember that this game is still close. That's going to play into Cleveland being able to do their thing. And we're going to have to see what they do here. So defense is going to have to try to make a stop here. It's a dangerous position to be in. 14-7. Baker comes out here under center. Single back look. And it's going to be a play action to Nick Chubb. And he's going deep. And he's open. And he's got Peoples-Jones is in for the touchdown. I'm not sure who that was. Is that Eli Apple? Eli Apple in coverage. 60-yard touchdown from Peoples-Jones. Browns up 21-7 now. Baker is 5 of 6 for 100 yards. Finds Eli Apple. Nobody over the top. Safeties are up. Jesse Bates is up. Jesse Bates moves back. Von Bell. Looks like Eli moves back, but still he gets behind him. That was a quick one. That didn't take any time off of the clock. So now the Bengals are down 2 scores in a game against the Browns at home, who have come out hot. That is not good, bro. That is not good. It's not over, but that was a pretty quick score. The Bengals offense is going to be out there. That is why Samaje Perine has to convert that, because then they come out immediately on offense and throw a touchdown. Baker is 5 of 6, 100 yards and a touchdown. Joe Burrow, 12 of 18 and an interception. Got to tighten up here at home. So Donovan Peoples-Jones gets behind the Bengals defense. on Eli Apple, gets a touchdown there. That was like wide open. That's a tough one.
There are some guys here that can make plays on the outside, given the chance, like Peoples-Jones, who's back from injury.
Yes, you're right. And watch the post route.
Yeah, it looks like Von Bell sat on the Njoku route, so there was no one there. Caught Von Bell sleeping. And Baker went all the way downfield with it. So now you get Darius Phillips back there for a kick return after Brandon Wilson is out. Let's see what Darius Phillips can do. He's going to get his chance here. Starts out at the 10, moves up. And they're acting like they ripped it out of there. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why they just chose to go to some replays or some analysts. He just ran straight by Eli Apple. All right, so here comes Joe Burrow coming out here in the shotgun, starting from his 20-yard line. Actually, 17 it looks like, or 18. All right, he's going to hit Jamar Chase, who's going to get a gain of about 5 there. Gets out of bounds. Bengals playing into the type of game that the Browns like to play. They get a lead on teams. They start to kind of run and use the clock against you. And they've been playing tight on defense. But the Bengals offense has had some success, but they've got to be able to get past these demons and start to kind of score and have some consistency here. 2nd and 4, Mixon in the backfield. Jamar Chase comes in motion. Here comes Mixon. He's going to make some movement here. Let's see. I think he's about 1.5 yards short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
He threw 20 touchdowns.
All right, so here we go.
Last year opted out during COVID at LSU.
3rd and 2 here.
What a duo this is.
See, it looks like Joe Burrow is in the shotgun. He's got Mixon to his left. Defense is shifting. Chase has a one-on-one. He's going to find Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's going to step past him and run out of bounds near the 40. So Mixon just goes ahead and picks up that 1st down. And they don't even look at Jamar Chase there on that play. So Mixon is hurting them. But they're trying to eliminate Mixon with this lead that they have here. So it's key that and crucial that the Bengals get a touchdown here on this drive. All right, so 1st and 10 here from the Bengals 40. It's got Mixon in the backfield, and it's a reverse to Chase. And the Browns read it, and they get him for a loss of 1.
I just mentioned Identifo. He makes a great tackle on this play.
So it looks like they're trying to get the ball to Chase in different kind of ways, but the Browns defense is keeping their eye on him in that aspect.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans back in 16 with about 745. We got another Browns duo on this list. Eric Anderson, Braylon Edwards.
All right. Let's see what we get here. All right. So 2nd and 10 here. Joe is in the shotgun. Has his receivers in an empty look. He's going to find Jamar Chase. And he just fumbled the ball. And A.J. Green takes it. That is a bad turnover there. Just lost the football. Turnover that you cannot have is going to be Browns football. This game has already started to get out of hand. Yep.
This is a team that was 2nd worst in the league as far as takeaways. Had only 5 on the year coming in.
Wow. This defense for the Browns is playing, and they have got Baker Mayfield and the Browns back on the field again. 2 turnovers there for the Bengals offense. Jamar Chase fumbles after a reception. So that's going to put the Bengals defense back on the field. Another lost fumble there. All right, and it's a run to Nick Chubb. They get him on after a gain of about 3 there. It's a tackle by Larry Ogunjobi.
James trying to shake off, coughing up the football.
And that one's really difficult because you're turning, coming back to the sideline, right? As you turn, you can't.
So 2nd and 8 there after a gain of 2.
Left hand, left side. It's not like he's doing poorly there, but
yeah, that's a costly mistake that you can't have happen there, especially giving it back to this offense. Shotgun look for Baker Mayfield on the 2nd and 8. Bengals secondary needs to stop here. They got Donovan Peoples-Jones on Eli Apple again. And they're going to find Anthony Schwartz across the middle. And he's going to be stopped by Jesse Bates III. 15-yard gain there.
This is where I was going to say, I think the Browns are going to actually be better off.
So now Baker is starting to cook. Schwartz comes in, inside route right over Jermaine Pratt's head in front of Jesse Bates, who makes the tackle there. 1st and 10. Browns have 12 first downs. Or no, it looks like 7 first downs. All right. And it's going to be a screen pass here to Jarvis Landry, who makes a gain of about 7 there. So 2nd and 4. That's a gain of 6. I thought it was 7 there, but all right. And they're on the 7-yard line of the Bengals. They're knocking right on the door. This could be 28-7 pretty quickly. 2nd and 4 here. Bengals move up, and it's going to be a run to Nick Chubb here. He is going to almost run over Jesse Bates, gets close to a first down. That is going to be about 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Bengals defense needs this stop here because this Browns offense is ready to bust this game open. They're already celebrating on the sideline as a defense. Jamar Chase frustrated. All right, 3rd and 1 here. Let's see what they do. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Jarvis Landry in motion. And it's going to be a run here to Jarvis Landry. And he's going to option it back to Nick Chubb. Bad play call there. So that's going to cost them a play. And looks like they were running an option there. And that's going to bring up a field goal. But that still gives them a 3-score lead over the Bengals. But that is probably best case scenario there is that you get a field goal there. And they're lucky that wasn't a fumble. So looks like Chase McLaughlin is going to go ahead and get that one there. Yeah, we could have gotten the ball there. I think that was almost a fumble. All right, so back to this Bengals offense, right? So you got to get 7 here, right? It's 4 minutes and change left. The Browns get the ball after that. If you make it 21 or 24-14, you're still at a 2-score game, but then you have to come out in the second half and make sure that you stop the Browns, get the ball back, and then you have to make another stop essentially or hold them to another field goal. So this is a crucial part of the game. They've got to try to come out here and get a touchdown, especially to go into the half 24-14. That's not the end of the world. You're not going into the locker room 28-7. That's really a tough one to come back from. But if they can get this to 24-14, that should be manageable. That gives them a shot to get back into this game. So we got to see them come out here on offense and convert. Because if you don't convert, then that's bad to go into the half 24-7. We definitely need 7 here. There's definitely still the second half, but we got to get some points here. You can't go in at halftime with 7 points in the entire half. So the Bengals got to get something brewing here. The Browns have scored 17 points in the second quarter. The Bengals have not scored any points in the second quarter yet, so they got to get something here. You need a touchdown for sure. I'm definitely still believing. I think that they just have to come out here and try to get a touchdown here.
prescription. Just check.
So we'll see what happens. They got to bounce back. That was a good stop by the defense there to hold up. All right.
This is the dimension of imagination.
Yeah, that gives us a chance to go score before halftime. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Bengals still have 2 timeouts. So we'll get to any of those possibilities once they get there. But as of now, you have got to go out there and score a touchdown. Like, I don't know if they want to go with the 2-minute offense now coming out here with 4 minutes to go. I would think so. I would think that they might need to do that for the next couple of drives, right? But we'll have to see how they choose to play it here. It sucks because Joe Mixon was having some success here, but getting down close to 3 scores here, you got to start to pass this ball and make the pace of this offense fast. Hopefully you can still keep Mixon, and I would say Chris Evans in there on that, but we'll see what's going to happen here. They're getting ready to kick off. So we got Darius Phillips here. Bengals have had the ball for 18 minutes. So they've actually had it longer than Cleveland, but just have not been able to score. They had the pick 6. They gave up some touchdowns. They had a fumble that just gave up another field goal. So they've got to make more of the time that they have here. And here comes Darius Phillips. And it looks like there's a flag. They got to the 25 though. Maybe that was just somebody's towel, but it looked like a flag. So
And it's just, if you're inside that locker room, you're trying to figure out what you can focus.
See what we got here.
The task is in front of you in that game coming up, because this was just all week. The news that led to Friday, the release tomorrow, he goes on waivers.
Yeah, and somebody's forced himself out a little bit.
Let's see. 1st and 10 here. From their 20-yard line, Joe Burrow comes back. It's a single back look with Joe Mixon. All right. And it's a run here to Joe Mixon, and he gets about a yard there. So that's going to bring 2nd and 9. Let's see what they got here.
And they're trying to just immerse themselves in their opponent and look at the Bengals and learn they're down. That's what you do.
24-7 here.
How big this is. So to them,
let's see. 2nd and 9.
That's what you do in the NFL.
Here comes Joe out in an empty look. He's got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase to his left, Boyd in the slot. Mixing out to the right. And it's an interception. It's an interception. There's a flag down, though. But that's a horrible interception. Man, that just saved Burrow from a second interception. That was – we'll see what the –
the longer they talk, the better it means Cleveland has to.
So I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but if that's an interception, that's a terrible interception.
I don't care what they say. This is the Bengals' ball, right, Jim?
Well, certainly Cincinnati thinks it's going to be a favorable call for them, and it's going to wash away the pick.
So let's see.
Scott Novak
There are
will
2
solve
fouls on the play, both against the defense.
Both against the
The
defense.
ball was intercepted. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 58. Blindside ball.
Unnecessary roughness.
Pass
interference.
Defense, number 23. Ball replaces the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So Joy Hill, who had the sack on the previous series.
So they better get up there and snap that. I don't know if he can challenge that or not. Oh, yeah, he did get there early, though. He did get there early.
Can't do that. Higgins gets pushed off, but
Burrow get hit here.
Burrow gets hit, too, after that.
and Chase almost got rolled up on as well. Yeah, that could have been a
So Bengals cannot afford to have a play like that. So they get bailed out there with the defensive pass interference from the corner on that play. That would have been a terrible, terrible turnover. So they get it back. You got to make something out of this, man. You can't have anything shaky like that happen.
They assess the penalty on the pass interference call at the point of the infraction. They don't double down.
All right.
And they're taking the one that gets
So single back look here. Looks like he's got Joe Mixon down there. So 1st and 10. All right, here's a run. Here comes Mixon out to the right. He comes around. He gets a nice gain, and he gets out of bounds. Mixon is having some success here. It's just they got to hurry up and try to get another score here to make it a situation where they're not running out of time here. So they're smartly trying to utilize Mixon to catch up. They get to midfield here. Nice block for sure on that play by Stanley Morgan. That's one of the reasons they bring him in, number 17. Nice block there. Let's see, 1st and 10. Let's see, 50. All right, he's looking. It's a screen to Jamar Chase. Chase is moving up. He covers up a little bit, gets about a gain of 5 there. So they got to keep going. They got 2 timeouts. Still got the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 5. But Cleveland has 3 timeouts. So if you see this going into a 24-14 situation, maybe you choose some of this clock off to not give Cleveland that much time after they just scored on a deep bomb to Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2nd and 5 here. All right. 2nd and 5. Samaje Perine in the backfield to Joe's left. 3-receiver look here. Almost draws him off sides. He's got to hike it, though. It's a delay of game. 2-minute warning. Okay, 2-minute warning. So they time that right there. So they go into the 2-minute warning, so they don't get a flag there for delay of game. Almost drew them off sides. They could potentially go play action deep. We'll see. We'll see what they have happen here. But it looks like they are trying to make sure that they cash in here and don't mess themselves up offensively in terms of throwing them off and putting themselves into a 3rd and long. We are in must-score territory, especially with this being a 24-7 game. Stanley Morgan had a good block there. All right, so let's see what we got here.
It's a great time to get Domino's because right now,
well, Bengals defense is giving up some yardage, but luckily they held them to 3 last time. So we'll see what they have happen here. Just around the league, Minnesota is up 14-3 over the Ravens. But the Bengals really honestly need to worry about this game. New England is up 7 to, I believe, 6 there. Let's see. 7-6. Denver's up 16-0. Jacksonville and Buffalo 6-6. Miami up 7-3. But Houston has the ball back there. Atlanta up 3-0 with the ball. Looks like they'll probably go into this halftime with a possible 10 here. Matt Ryan drops back. Looking for Kyle Pitts. Doesn't get him on 1st and goal. There's 9 seconds left there. So they're looking to try to get some points there in that game. The Vikings have the ball again here on the 3rd and 6. The Ravens are going to hold up there for 14-3. Looks like Marlon Humphrey in coverage there was able to get a stop. So that ball is going to go back to the Ravens, and they've still got 1 minute and 58 seconds in that game with it going back to them on offense. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think that this game is moving super fast as far as my stream. Hopefully it's faster than the Sunday Ticket because this is actually the CBS app locally. 2nd and 5. Let's see if we can get gotta get some points here. Gotta get some points here. Joe Mixon playing well so far in this game. 2nd and 5. Shotgun look. Joe's going to drop back. He's going to find an open receiver at C.J. Uzomah, and he's going to get up in Browns territory. 1st and 10 near the 30 of the Browns. Burrow 17-23, 191 yards and an interception. Uzomah with his 2nd reception of the day, 2 receptions for 17 yards. All right, here we go. First and 10 here at the 35. Joe's got it under center. Samaje Perine is in. It's going to be a run to Samaje. He's going to get about a gain of 5 there. And Bengals clearly kind of trying to take some of this time off of the clock here from the Browns defense. But that was a 3-yard gain. This is 2nd and 7.
And it's not like you're not trying to score a touchdown. You're definitely being aggressive. But just
yeah, they're trying to score, but not score too quick.
30 seconds, 35, kind of eliminates really that much.
So let's see what we got here on the 2nd and 7. This is a big one, though, if they want to continue this strategy. Samaje Perine moves over to the left. And the Bengals offensive line starts to collapse. Joe's just got to throw this one away. And that's going to be a 3rd and 7. That stops the time on the clock. There's a skirmish breaking out. I don't know. Come on, guys. Flags are flying. I don't know what just happened. Let's see. The Battle of Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what the flags are. Spain's got to stay back. Oh, they didn't like that. Clowney came after Joe. So there was a pop at the end, apparently. I didn't see this. So now they're showing it.
Everyone's covered on the back end.
All right. And Clowney, yeah, that's a flag, bro. That's not a – yeah, that's like a headshot to our quarterback, bro. Come on, man. Like, that should just allow them to see that now we have the actual – shot there that Burrow took. You can't let – I mean, if Baker Mayfield was in the same predicament, I don't think that they wouldn't throw a flag. So let's see what they call here.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 96.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down on Jordan Elliott. I think it was really on Clowney, though. But all right. I don't know what he did. Oh, I guess they caught it after the fact. Oh, yeah. Elliott pushed him. Bengals do a good job of not pushing or anything.
Bigger question is, should have been a foul.
It should have been a foul before that. The hit on Burrow, too, honestly. That should be possibly 2 penalties.
I felt like the Miles Garrett hit was a good hit. He lowers his shoulder. He hits
The Miles Garrett one, that was Clowney. And McDowell pushes there at the end, too.
As you said on the sideline, unnecessary, but
I mean, bro, that's a helmet to helmet, bro, on Clowney. Like, what? All right, whatever. Let's just try to get this touchdown, bro, because that's just whatever. All right, 1st and 10 here, shotgun look. Got to cash in some points here, preferably a touchdown. So Joe steps up, and Miles is going to get him after a gain of about 1. I thought that was actually a gain of 1, but they say it's a loss of 1. So I guess that's going to count as a sack there. 50 seconds and counting. The Bengals got to get something going here. 49 seconds and counting. They got to get something here. All right. They got to hurry up, because they got to score here. All right, 2nd and 11 here. Joe's in the shotgun, mixing this to his right. 29 seconds now. Rushing 4. Joe's looking for it, and T drops it. Looked like Higgins almost had it, but drops it. 3rd and 11. Let's see. Hits him in the hands, tries to bring it. Dang, T's got to have that. He's got to have that. He comes down awkwardly and isn't able to hold on to it. Tried to pull it in. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 here. Let's see.
And this is where you want to just be safe. Let the score guys rush. Get out of here. Get back out of here. Come back.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout here. All right. So Bengals got to get a good play call in here. 3rd and 11 is tough. They're probably in 4-down territory. But honestly, at this point, you got to try to get 14 here. This can't be a drive that dies down here in 4-down territory. So we'll have to see what they do. But they need the touchdown here. Field goal doesn't really do you much good. So we'll see what they decide to do here. And New England is up 7-6 over the Panthers, and they're back into the red zone territory. Yeah, we gotta get somebody to step up. You disagree with the field goal, Alex?
Okay, now when you flip it.
Let's see. Yeah, Higgins got to make that one if he can. Field goal is actually kind of worth it. Hey, I'll take it. I guess I'll take it then. But I just feel like if you're down 10 instead of 17, that makes it a little bit more flexible. But
It's the season of bacon at Papa John's.
let's get some points. Let's see.
It's a good day to start.
To make it a 2-score game. Yeah, that'll make it a 2-score game. I just like the kind of there's that kind of the 2-score game that's called the 10 points. That's like the 1.5. Like really, it's like instead of you being tied, if you get a stop after you score 7 and they're only up by 3, then you kind of take the lead. But I understand. We'll see. We'll see what happens here.
At least Geico makes
All right.
home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
Clock management was just kind of shaky there. It's like I understand what they're trying to do in terms of not giving them any chances to score before the half, but you got to score yourself. So we'll see what they do here. They're right here in the red zone. They just got to make a play. 3rd and 11 here. Here they come. 3rd and 11 here. Shotgun look. Joe drops back. Hits Samaje Perine. He's going to get close to a 1st down. They got to call that timeout. Call a timeout. I guess they're just going to take the field goal.
Chase looking around. He wanted making a deal to go for it, but they're going to go.
Chase wanted to go for it.
With McPherson timeout called by Cincinnati.
So they're going to go with the 24-10 halftime score here. So they're going to get the 3 there. So 24-10, Bengals are going to go into the half down 2 scores. They give the ball back to the Browns there in the second half. So coming out in the second half, the first thing is going to have to be try to get a three and out, or try to get a punt against this very hot Browns offense. That's going to be the first key coming out. And then you got to get some consistency offensively, because now you're down 2 touchdowns now here at the half, which I'm not mad at, but I think you needed the 14 here. All right, kick is good from McPherson. That's going to take us into halftime. So I will do my halftime reaction, but not the end of the world with how they're going into the half, but definitely right now favoring Cleveland, up 24-10. We're going to have to make some adjustments. The turnovers hurt us, primarily the pick 6 from Joe Burrow to Denzel Ward. And then you had the Jamar Chase fumble within our own territory, which Cleveland cashed in on. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but everybody looks like they want to go into halftime.
When they did that, I was like, I thought the same thing. 27 yards, it's not within 5 seconds. They ran the clock down initially in the building here to 0. but it's been adjusted, so we'll have the kickoff.
Okay, I guess they're going to do the kickoff again.
Now, this is the kind of thing after we talked about it. Something's going to happen.
Some confusion here. So they've got to get the special teams back on the field and everybody that needs to be out there. And Joe Mixon's staying on the field, and so is Jamar Chase, just to see how this plays out. Looks like Jamar Chase wanted them to kind of go for it for the touchdown there. But with them mismanaging the clock there, that leads to them only being able to get 3 instead of 7. So that means that the Bengals have scored a combined point total of 3 in the second quarter. That's usually one of the big second quarters for the Bengals. That's generally where they've done a lot of scoring throughout the season. But they're only going to get 3 there. That's big. That's major. So second half, they're going to have to come out swinging, or if the Browns come out and really push this to a 3-touchdown lead, that is going to take the air out of the sails of this game. Think here. So they go with a squib kick here, and they're going to get the running back down, and that's going to take us into halftime. So down 24-10. Definitely got to make this 24-17 or something like that. But down 24-10 at home, I'm going to go ahead and do my halftime reaction. But the Browns right now, they're up. Bengals defense is giving up 24 points. And not really all of their fault, but 17 points really, but 24 total is what's showing on the scoreboard in the first half. I'm Ace Boogie. We will be back after the half. Like I said, I'm going to do my halftime reaction. Check that out. And then I'll be back.
And only Verizon has been the most awarded for network quality 27 times in a row. That means the best experience for calls, texts, and data usage of any major carrier, according to customers. There's only one best network. The only one ranked number 1 in reliability 16 times in a row. We are building 5G right, the official 5G network of the NFL. FBI, new episode Tuesday at 8/7 Central on CBS. The new GMC Sierra with hands-free driving offers the most advanced and luxurious pickup in its class. Yeah, it runs.
Oh, I missed
You just want to video call the kids.
Okay. Hush, little baby.
Don't say a word.
All right, we're about to get back to it.
With the pick and the return for the touchdown. And the Browns able to strike first off the bat. They've only run 15 plays, Cleveland, versus 42 snaps for Cincinnati. I might also point out that in that first half, Baker Mayfield, 7 out of 8, 121 yards, and a 60-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones. What are you looking for here? This is, you said it, going to the.
We'll see what happens.
Big drive coming up to open up the second half.
It is. You're up by 14 points, and you have a chance on the road to go up by 21 points. See how I did that? That math was huge.
They're good.
Right now, though, you have an explosive offensive unit for the Bengals. They're going to score. They're going to come back in this. But the game.
All right, so kickoff is happening. It's going to be a touchback. This is important. This is crucial. They got to be able to stop them here. If you could get a 3 and out, that would really shift some momentum, at least over to you to try to get back into this game, outside of this being a stretched out game. So we'll see. This is crucial here. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We truly appreciate that. Hit that like button. But the Browns coming out, played inspired football in that first half. This is what I thought that they would have a response to with the Odell Beckham Jr. thing. They're trying to look past that. 1st and 10 here. They take over. Baker sends Jarvis Landry in motion. He's going to roll out to the left. Here's Trey Hendrickson. I talked about them trying to get there. I think that's an incomplete pass there on Cheeto. First time he's been targeted that I've noticed today. 2nd and 10. So that's an incomplete pass there. And, yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones was all the way out of bounds on that one. So far, that is Baker's 2nd incompletion, 2nd and 10 here. See what they give here with their look. I don't know if they're going to run with Nick Chubb here. That's usually what they like to do. Shotgun look here. All right, and it's going to be a drop back, and the Bengals read it, and Harrison Bryant is out after about a gain of maybe 4. He gets 6, I guess. So 3rd and 4 here. This is important. They got to try to hold this one down here. Maybe you think about sending a blitz since you haven't got much pressure, but the Bengals don't really blitz like that. Let's see. 3rd and 5 here. You got to look for the screen as well. Let's see where they come out here. 3rd and 5, and it's going to be an empty look. So no running back screen unless they go to Felton. They bring Felton in here on the inside. Felton is one person that I worried about, and he's going to make a completion there, and he's going to get to the Bengals 50-yard line. That is somebody I talked about. Felton is a guy that they just brought on the screen or on the motion, and then they just dumped off right there into the middle and right in between Logan Wilson and Bailey, and then they get a nice yardage gain there because they can't get them down. These are some of the issues we saw against the Jets. So 1st and 10 here, 50-yard line for the Browns offense. And here they go with a run to Nick Chubb. The Bengals defense is there to stop him for no gain. So you got to hope that you can get a stop here. Try to get them a punt. You got to get a sack or something here, right? No punts, no sacks, no giveaways, 2 incompletions. They haven't really stopped this team. So you got to get a stop here. Baker Mayfield's got 9 completions to 7 different receivers. Here we go, shotgun look again. And he's going to get it to Jarvis. Close to a 1st down, but not all the way. So Bengals defense here in a 3rd and 2. That's tough to stop. 3rd and 2 is hard to stop, but they got to try to get a stop here. If they want any kind of chance of them scoring 0 on this drive, this is probably it right here. And they're going empty, it looks like, and they're spreading them out. And it looks like they're probably going to try to attack this linebacker field. They bring Nick Chubb back into the backfield on a motion. And they finally get Baker Mayfield for a sack when they need it. There we go. Hendrickson and Josh Tupou there on that play. That was huge. 4th and 8. We needed that. Good job by the Bengals defense there. Trey Hendrickson with the sack. Woo! We needed that, guys. We needed that. Let's see. Woo! We needed that one, bro. They made us sweat on that one. And the pressure from Hubbard and then Trey Hendrickson. First punt by either team today. So neither team is punted. It's just been a weird game for this Bengals offense with the turnovers. That's the only reason we haven't punted. All right. So we get a punt here. And Darius Phillips is going to take that at the 12. So let's see what happens here. Bengals offense. Defense just fought for us to get back into this game. So we got to cash in off of that. Bengals offense now has to get something going here.
And the way our celebrations are prepared. It's making room for all so that our world doesn't feel so small. It's when moments of light bring us closer than before and illuminate those we do it for. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
So if I was a sneakerhead, texting on that sweet employee discount, I could still get the packing place?
Yep. State Farm has.
So let's see what we can get going here. Yeah, we'll have to see what the second half adjustment is. They're going to have to get something going here. Yep, we got to score a touchdown now. Definitely, I agree. If they could try to get a fast score, that would help out a lot. But we'll have to see what the strategy is. But key is concentrate on our game, get back into it, try to get a win here. You got to try to get back into the game first before you even can talk about a win. So they got to score here. I think 24-17, that'll even it up. And then we keep it going. Let's see if this offense can really be the second half team that Joe Burrow kind of called them at the beginning of the season. We'll see. Somebody said, let's feed Uzama too. This is definitely critical here for us to get back into this game. I agree. I totally agree, bro. Let's see. Let me try to get back to some of these other games. I've just been trying to concentrate on our game, to be honest. I know that I usually give you guys some more on the red zone side, but I'm just hoping that we try to pull something out here. I live in Cincinnati. That's what the energy that they got to play with, man. This is the Battle of Ohio. Baker Mayfield has come out sharp. We've got to answer the toll. So T. Higgins comes out here in motion. Joe takes over at the 12. Single back look with Joe Mixon. It's a run here, and they're going to get it to Mixon. He's going to get about 4 if they give him the roll. If not, that's going to be 2. So they don't give him the roll. It's going to be 2-yard gain there on 2nd and 8. So they come out with the run. Let's see what they do here. And 2nd and 8, you probably are looking at a pass here. Shotgun look with Joe Mixon to the left. Stack receiver look to the left. And they're going to get it to Joe Mixon out of the backfield. He's going to catch it and get a first down. One-hand catch. We've seen Joe Mixon make plenty of those. They're finally starting to get him more involved in the passing attack. Kind of trying to utilize him like a little bit like Alvin Kamara. Baker's got a cutout on his left knee. Not sure what's going on there with that. Something to monitor. But right now, the Bengals offense has to be focused on trying to get a touchdown here on this Browns defense that they've only scored 1 touchdown on the entire first half. So here we go here with a 1st and 10. And it's going to be a nice run to Mixon. He's going to get about 5 yards there. They're going to give him 4. So 2nd and 6 upcoming. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Baker, if he's banged up or what's really going on with that. But right now, we just got to focus on getting this touchdown for this offense right now. So Zach is coming out with some runs here, getting Mixon involved in the passing game as well. That is something that worked well for them in the first half. They come out here with the shotgun look. Joe's coming, and then he's going to give up a sack there by Jonah. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett beats his man for a sack. So that's 1.5 sacks for Myles Garrett there. That is not something that you can do. You cannot single Myles Garrett. And honestly, it's a hold by Jonah. Jonah could not stop him on that play. And that's going to first and third and 12. That is what he can do to an offense. So the Bengals have to get close to a first down here, and they have to consider even going for it because you can't leave this drive without any kind of points. Here we go. Clock's down to 3, 2. Joe's got to take it. All right. Joe finds Uno in the slot. And Uno's going to be short and tripped up. So it's going to be a 4th down. It's decision time. I think that you probably have to go for this. Are they going to do it? It's a screen to Jamar Chase. They just make the tackle there. Chase tries to leap over him, but they don't get it. And honestly, it's a hold there on Spain, and then they're going to punt it. I think that that's a mistake. I think that you gotta go for it, but it's not my call. 4th and 3. They are in their own territory, so maybe that's what they're thinking. Almost gets blocked there. And so no points. No points there on that drive. I would have gone for it. Baker Mayfield may or may not be banged up. That's been the thing, but Bengals do not get any points there. They just take some time off of the clock. That's a long drive to come out with no points. You know, that was a 7-minute drive there. That's half of essentially the second quarter that they just gave up there with no points. I think that you gotta, I don't know. That possession hurt, man. To come out with nothing and just waste that much time in a game that you're down 2 scores, I don't know if I agree with that. But I'm not a coach. And they are clearly way more experienced than us. They put Stanley Morgan in on the 3rd and 12. I don't know why that is the case.
Regrets to Kansas City for becoming your parents, but I can't save you money when you go home and auto house.
Yeah, they need 3 stops. Bengals defense still needs 3 stops to try to get them back into this game. And so that's just not a smart decision on my end to go for it because it's either you're going for this game or you're not, right? So now we have to hope that they're able to stop this offense here with Baker Mayfield and the Browns. And the Browns honestly could probably try to start running this ball and running some clock out because the Bengals just wasted 7 minutes there. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I don't think that was one that you could afford not to cash in on.
New card members earn at the end of their first year automatically. Whoa, I got my money. So you can do yourself, isn't it?
So we'll have to see what happens.
At the end of your first year, only from Discover.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Discover.
So, let's see. They're giving the ball back to Baker in that offense. So luckily, they stopped last time with the sack by Trey Hendrickson, but they don't do anything with it.
First half, we had 8 total drives.
And I think that at one point, you just got to kind of trust your offense to go out there and get a 4th and 3. So 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield starts at his 30-yard line, and he drops back to pass. He's looking and just throws it into the ground for an incomplete. After Sam Hubbard was over there in coverage, you got to try to get a turnover here, I think, to give this Bengals offense some better field, especially with the lack of time here now. So we'll see.
Leg injury, he is out. The linebacker
Akeem Davis-Gaither also out with a
King
left
Davis
foot
Gaither
injury.
is also out.
Okay, Trace, and concerning news when it comes to Greedy Williams.
2nd and 10.
Severity of,
Reed Williams is also out of the game for the Browns, I believe. Nick Chubb comes out in the empty, spread out. Bengals move back. There seems to be some whistles. Timeout by Cincinnati. Oh, my goodness. They're burning a timeout here on 2nd and 10 in the third quarter, down 2 scores. They're thinking that they're going to give up a big play here. So hopefully this timeout was worth it. I'm not sure what they saw, but it looks like they wanted to talk about it. But with them only having 2 timeouts left, who knows how that could have been utilized later on. So you would hope that this would be, lead to a 3rd and 10 or lead to a 3 and out with them using that timeout. But I don't know what that was, bro. All right, here comes the Browns in their offense. 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion on a single back. And they're going to give it to Nick Chubb. They miss it, and Nick Chubb is off to the races. Nick Chubb is off to the races, and he's going in for a touchdown. So the Bengals wasted timeout, and now they are down 3 scores in this game after a 70-yard Nick Chubb touchdown run. That is something that we talked about. You play right into the Browns' hands. I don't know why you would give them the ball back in that situation, but it is what it is. They cash in on the 70-yard run, and now the Bengals are down 30-10 in this game. The offensive line just went through and ripped through that defense, and the defense in their defense is probably gassed right now because they did not get a break. They made a good stop. Now they're down 30-10. That is just something that you couldn't have happen. So now you got to take some chances. I mean, this is a game that you're now down 3 scores in. And, I mean, the chances of comeback here are now extremely slim because now you only got 8 minutes left in the third quarter. The Browns are scoring fast. The Bengals are not scoring at all, and they're just taking advantage of it. Yeah, all they got to do is run the ball. The running game now is out for the Bengals in this game. Now you're down 3 scores at home to a Cleveland Browns team.
I was skeptical at first, but it is real. I'm covered with no
That's really a tough task to try to overcome there. So we'll see what happens, but that is why they probably should have went for it on the last drive, because they have not slowed down this Browns offense all game. And that's 31 points that the defense is giving up now. And now it's up to Burrow and the offense to come back and try to get some points.
They make us better week in and week out. And we'd like to say thank you to all those who served.
Better shouldn't have to cost more.
So it's kind of tough, bro. When you come out like this, you kind of play into what the Browns do. You really had every opportunity. You really can't make excuses because you had the ball the majority of the game, but they have not been able to cash in on anything. The Browns have scored often when they have had the ball. I don't believe they've punted except one time in this game. So see. So the other games, looks like the Ravens are catching up to the Vikings. So that game is now 24-17. And if the Bengals lose this game, I think that they will be close to being last in the division. So you go from the top of the division potentially to the bottom, depending on how things play out. And now you go to a 2-1 division kind of record. And so this is one that you had to have. You had the Jets game. You had this game at home. And you just didn't rise to the occasion to try to take this win. It's hard to win in the NFL, but you got another team that's hungry with the Raiders next week. So you've got to do something to at least make this game respectable or try to get back into this game. You got to try everything now. Like, you got to consider onside kicks and all kind of stuff because you're in a position now with a 3-score lead in the third quarter. That's not a good position to be in.
championship game, right? At Kansas City. And this Browns team.
And so this Browns team is playing like they're just unfazed by the Odell Beckham Jr. thing. And they're moving on, and they want the storyline to be this game. And so the Bengals have to do something here. Looks like Darius Phillips is going to let this one go out. And it's just if Larry Ogunjobi makes that tackle. But after that, it's just a great run by Nick Chubb. The offensive line blocked perfectly, and Chubb just runs through them. He just ran all the way through them on that play. So,
as the weather gets worse in the summer. Certainly no question about
110 rushing yards that they've given up so far. Here comes the Bengals offense. They've got to do something here. 1st and 10, 2 tight end package. Higgins comes in motion. It's a play action pass. It's a rollout. He's going to find Uzomah. Uzomah's going to get about 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Right now, I think the Bengals need to take some shots pretty deep.
This is what these offensive linemen live for, opening up holes for guys like Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
so we'll see. 2nd and 7. The Browns are pretty much acting like this game is over. And 31-10, you got to do something to show that it's not. So completion there again, a small completion there to lead. That's Joe Mixon. And no targets to Tyler Boyd. No targets so far. Joe takes another hit from McDowell. And now the Browns defensive lineman can just hunt. It's 3rd and 4 now.
He's going to have to make some very tough throws under duress if they're going to come back.
Here we go. 3rd and 4. They gotta convert here. It's 4-down territory for the rest of the game, in my opinion. All right. And it's an interception. It's an interception after a tip from Jamar Chase. He's going in, and the Browns just want this game more. The Bengals are not ready for the Browns yet. It's a 1st and goal. Another interception from Joe Burrow. 2 interceptions, and that's the game there. Like same identical play to Denzel Ward on the screen. I mean, not on the screen, on the slant. He's going to hit that up. Browns defender comes down with the interception.
It really was Ward, you're right. As Baker
and man, that's just making it way easy for him. So 1st and goal. This game is about to get ugly. This game is about to get super ugly. It's already ugly, but it's about to get uglier. Dearness Johnson is in the game. It's a 1st and goal for the Browns. Baker Mayfield comes under center. So here we go. 1st and goal, play action pay, and Mayfield goes to the end zone, incomplete. But man, this is a big letdown for the Bengals at home. Not only to lose this game, but to lose it in such fashion where they are just completely getting dominated by the Browns in this game. Right? And they're just better in coverage, I think, on these players right now. And the Bengals defense has to make some kind of stop here. So we'll see. 2nd and goal here. They're on the 10-yard line of the Bengals. It's a run here. He's about to just get in. Dearness is about to walk it in. 3rd and goal. So that is a horrible throw by Joe there, man. Too tight of coverage. He thought that Chase was going to make it. Denzel Ward is just there to tip it up again. Leads to another interception. 3rd and goal here for the Browns. They're just going to run up here in the goal line formation and just try to bang it in. Bengals calling something there for a flag. I'll start on offense.
He's playing fine, right? It's just a fumble on the one, and then the other guys are doing a decent job. He's special. This guy's going to be unbelievable. But you have to give the Browns credit. This is what they hoped for when they went and got these guys this offseason.
Hey, I want to flip it and talk about the Browns in this situation when they get Kareem Hunt back. I really thought the last
They don't even have Kareem Hunt.
is eligible to come back next week.
So 3rd and goal here. 31-10. You're trying to keep them out. Let's see what happens here. And they're going to come out here in the empty, and then he's going to motion Dearness to get back. Some confusion here on the defense. Pratt is telling them to change up here. And Baker's running out. He's just going to throw it out of bounds. So they're just going to take the field goal here. 34-10. 24-point game. You got to try to get something here. Like, get something. But they have been shut down by this Browns defense, who's forced 3 turnovers on them. Joe Burrow has had 2 interceptions. Jamar Chase has the fumble. And the Browns have just had all the answers. So
how close is this division going to be if this game stands like this?
I don't think that this is a rig, man. This is not a rig. The Browns have just come out and executed, and the Bengals simply have not. So you gotta wonder what the Bengals are gonna do here, because they're in the situation down by 24, 3rd quarter. So yeah, that's the situation. We'll have to see here. Have to see what happens. Looking around the league, you got 21-6 Patriots over Carolina. You got Minnesota up a touchdown, 24-17, but the Ravens are still in that one. They are at the Minnesota 37 in that game. Denver looks to be pulling an upset over the Dallas Cowboys. They're up 19-0 right now. And Buffalo and Jacksonville still a tight one at 6-6 with the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Buffalo red zone. Then you also have Miami up 17-6. In Atlanta, hold on, let's see. Can't see what Atlanta is right now. I don't know why it just gave me the full scoreboard. Let's see. Atlanta is up 17-6, and then you got the Giants up 17-16 over the Raiders. So we'll see what happens, man. But this one is a tough one for the Bengals. It's looking more and more like a loss, obviously. 99.2% chance that Cleveland is going to win this game so far. So that's what it puts it at. We'll have to see what the Bengals can make of this performance. We'll have to see if they can even make it respectable. But, yeah. I mean, the Browns you got to give them credit where it's due. They just came out ready to play, knew that this was an important game, and the Bengals did not come out and execute on offense mainly. And they have given up in the last 2 quarters 27 points. 27 points that they have given up because they have not been able to score. They haven't scored since the 2nd quarter. So we'll have to see. Can they get anything here? Can they make anything happen here on offense? You just want to at least restore some confidence back in this team to make this a respectable game. So we'll have to see.
Efforts and totally great to look this up. The Browns, the first team since '67 with interception, receiving and rush touchdowns all of 60 yards and beyond. Since the Chargers of '67, keep in mind the Bengals were formed a year after that. So give you a little context.
So the Browns out here executing. They kick it back off to Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense, who have had a horrible day so far. It's a weird day because they've had some places where they've been productive, but the interceptions and the turnovers have completely killed them. The lack of 3rd down and 4th down conversions have killed them. And they just haven't been able to do anything. They go from scoring 33 straight times to not doing much of anything in this game with 10. So let's see if they can get a touchdown here and make this a 34-17 game. I think you got to think about onside kicking it. I honestly think that you do, and they give it right back almost on the play. It's a fumble there. I'm not sure what happened on the snap. There's a flag. Also, I don't know what is going on right now. This team's got to get back in this game, get their heads back in this game. Let's see what's going on.
Hands to the face.
Hands to the face. Number 66. So that's on Trey Hopkins. Decline, and they're just going to take the second down. So that's just a blown play there. So Identity is still in the game at right guard. Let's see what they got here. 2nd and 10. All right, shotgun look here. Joe Mixon to the left. Drops back. We're going to find Drew Sample or Uzama there for a catch. 3rd and 6. This is like you have to consider every time being, 4 down territory here. You got to get something going offensively. All right, so 3rd and 6 here. Average yards per play have been 5.4. They got a 3rd and 6. So can they get enough here? Joe comes back with the empty look. Uzama goes over to the left. He's got Boyd and Chase in the slot. And Joe's going to have to take off here and I think try to get it himself, and he doesn't get anything. I don't know what's going on. I can't see because of the camera angle, but it didn't look like anybody was open. Another stop. 4th and 10. I think that's going to count as a sack. This has just been – why are you guarding Myles Garrett one-on-one? Why are you trusting Myles Garrett to play one-on-one? That will just wreck your game. And Troy Hill comes through, the former Bengal, and makes a big play there. That's considered 2 sacks for him. So 4th and 10, Bengals offense is going to punt. They haven't done anything today. So Huber punts again. And Stanley Morgan is going to be there for that one. So once again, Bengals offense just not scoring. Just not scoring. And this is just utter domination from the Browns. That's all it really is. You can't really expect this defense to hold up against anything else, I feel like, in this game.
Nature-Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything,
Man.
even these faces.
Y'all should sign Mayfield to a big contract. Not a good game for Joe Burrow. Not a good game. Just watching this one here. The Browns are just pushing and moving and doing whatever they really want with this Bengals team, period. Offensively, defensively. And I'm already seeing on the game center here that they've already completed another long pass. I talked about Felton. I was worried about him. Seems like now they're going to Felton. Baker Mayfield, 10 of 15, 155 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, not much happening for the Bengals right now. So let's see. Yeah, no urgency. I think you should be going, in a game like this, I think that you should be going probably 2-minute type offense every single play. But this team just is not playing well right now. And you're putting them in the position to pretty much test if they're going to quit with this game. I mean, 34-10. They just completed another long play. I don't know if it's under review. It looks like it's complete to me. So, no, it looks like it's just been a punt. Okay. All right.
So, you ready to fly the Ramos?
So I misspoke there. So it looks like it's just a punt, and they're waiting for the Browns to come back here. So we'll see what happens. But, man, you got to hope for like a turnover or something here. Something. But this is not looking good.
3:19 to go in the third quarter.
Alonzo R's appreciate the super chat. Says he couldn't watch anymore. We need a new OC. Yeah, I mean, the play calling is an issue, man. The play calling and decisions there are an issue. A lot of people feel like they've been an issue, and they've really just taken this this team out of this game, which right now is just getting out of control. All right, so it's Chubb on a run. That's going to be for no gain. Defense still trying to show some heart there.
Hey, next Saturday, speaking of Chubb, is alma mater #1 in the country, Georgia. And they take their undefeated record on the road against
Ravens lead the division. Ravens had the ball. They're still trying to get back into the Minnesota game, but that game is still open for them to come back in. They've got the ball down 17-24, and they've got a possession here. Then you talk about the Browns. The Browns are going to move up to 5-4. Bengals move to 5-4, and then you have to see what happens with the Steelers. All right, so that's going to bring up a third down. They really got to get a stop here. But they just really got to get some points, man. These stops don't matter if the Bengals can't score on offense, and they have not scored in the second half yet. And at this point, you probably just need to dial up deep bombs to Jamar Chase, onside kicks, like anything that you can really do to get out of this funk. But this is a bad showing for the Bengals offense, the Bengals in general, and Joe Burrow. 3rd and 10 here. All right, comes back, and here comes, looks like a sack. So they hold there, they get the sack. We'll have to see. They gotta get something, maybe on a punt return or something. They gotta get some points here quickly. You cannot have your defense consistently making stops like this and then not doing anything with them. So we'll have to see. Maybe they have to get something here from special teams. Maybe Darius Phillips. This is where losing Brandon Wilson really hurts you. So let's see if Phillips can get something here. Clean punt. Looks like it's going about 50 yards. He's going to take it at the 30. You got to do something here. So he does. He takes it out, moves up, and he's going to get up to the 40. So that's somewhat decent to start with. I think that you got to take a deep shot here. I don't care what it is. You got to take a deep shot here. It can't be on any kind of play action. Just go ahead and launch a deep one here. And you can't have one-on-one with Myles Garrett because he's going to win that. Can't do that. Now they got Evans in. Chris Evans, you probably should have had him in from the get-go. They showed him earlier and then took him out. And so this is where you have to see. And Joe takes a hit there on that play. He just took a bad hit. You can't let him get hit like that. And they're moving up. And I think you got to go to the two-minute offense here. Hurry up. Got beat Spain. Comes through. Sheldon Day. So, come on, man. You guys got to hold it together. Young team facing some adversity. You just want to see them get some points here. Roughing the passer, they're going to call it, and they're going to give them a 15.
I haven't seen that this year. That's the first time we've had that. And I'm saying that's wrong because it was another set of eyes, but this was.
So, I guess they felt like it was a low hit.
I'm just saying I haven't seen this.
But honestly, it looks like he just really beat him there. Atlanta up 23-6 over the Saints. I kind of thought that one was kind of strange that people were favoring the Saints by so much in that game. I felt like Atlanta could win that one. But they're going to get a 1st and 10 there, and you just got to try to get you a touchdown here. You got to do something to make you feel better as a team. You got to have some energy. Like Bill Jenkins is saying, no energy. You got to get some energy back going, right? You can't just lay down the whole game. So here it is, 1st and 10. Joe's going to take another bad hit. He completes the play to Drew Sample, but they're just teeing off on Joe at this point. Bengals offensive line has to do something. They can't let Joe get hit like that. Another huge shot right after. He gets pancaked, or almost pancaked there. 57. But yeah, if you don't score a touchdown, you might want to take Joe out. Score on this possession, and then you keep Joe in. But this offensive line has got to protect him better. Even without those being sacks, they were big hits. And there it is, and you got to make that catch, Chase. Got to make that catch, Chase. They finally go over the top for Chase, and he's got to catch that. It's hard to bring that in because he's got the corner draped over his midsection, but it goes right over his hands. He kind of mistimes that one a little bit. 9 targets, 5 receptions for 40 yards. Let's see what we got. Looks like they're going to end this quarter with no score. No score in the entire third quarter. Catch by T. He's going to get a 1st down. And now you just got to really try to score. I even think that you got to consider going for an onside kick or something. But let's see. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion. I think you listen to Romo. I think you got to go for 2 here if you want any kind of chance of being in this game. But, let's just get a touchdown on the board. Let's just start there because they have not done that since the second quarter. So we'll see. See what happens here. They get some downs here. You got to just get this one in. So you might just want to run this one in with Mixon just to be safe. Being that you've had some picks in the red zone today, I think that you just try to run this one in. We have seen Joe Burrow throw some interceptions and come back and throw some touchdowns, right? But I think that you got to try to get some kind of points here by any means necessary, just mentally to know that you guys can actually score here to give you guys some more confidence on offense. So we'll see what happens. Goes for Chase there. Tough one. And you got to give credit to the Browns cornerbacks. They've held up. I talked about that. It's going to be the MIGOS versus the Browns cornerbacks. And the Browns cornerbacks have been winning that battle so far. Tyler Boyd hasn't even been mentioned really in this game. So maybe you go to Tyler Boyd here on a touchdown over the middle. I'm not sure. But I mean, you just gotta fight and claw and try to stay into this game, man. Work your way back into this game. The Browns are probably gonna let up off of the gas a little bit, and you gotta utilize that to try to make this gap minimal. So we'll have to see what happens here. But this is why games like the Jets game sting, the Bears game sting, and this one stings. Because you would think with being back home after a 3-road stretch that we'd be able to come in here and try to stay in this game, but it has been all Browns. So this is the first chance of us seeing a Bengals score here. So hopefully they come out here and get 7. And then you try to work your way back into this game. Question might be, do you go for 2? We'll have to see. You got to get the 6 first. So 13 points off of 3 giveaways. So here we go here. 1st and 10. Joe is here at the 12. It's going to be a fake run here. Burrow's going to step up and get about a gain of 2.
Passer call.
Looks like a 1.
But we had during a chance during the break to talk to Gene
What is going on here?
about that. And, Gene makes
I don't know why they just showed the play clock so low, but I guess that was a technical error. Here comes the Bengals offense. And I think you got to go more hurry up. I mean, especially just to throw this Browns team off. They're 1 of 4 in the red zone today as far as converting and getting points. So there's Jamar Chase. He's going to be close to a first down. And you got to try to get a quick score here to start this fourth quarter. No talking. I don't want to even see any celebrations, TD celebrations. Just go ahead and get in here. First and goal. Looks like they're going to give it to Joe Mixon for a touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for Joe Mixon, but yeah, that's what you needed to do here is really just start to get a red zone running presence with Joe Mixon. So Mixon is going to make that cut and drag in for a touchdown. Right? This is when you just want to get a ball to the ref, walk off like Mixon is doing, and see if they're going to go for 2. This is where you have to look at the analytics and the numbers and the probabilities and decide what you want to do. Somebody said, no, we need an offensive coordinator. So that's valid. The only thing is we've always had this conversation, and they seem hell-bent on allowing, since Zach is the head coach, he is not giving up that play calling. So if he were to give up the play calling, I don't know if it goes to our offensive coordinator that we have now or what would change, but it just doesn't seem like he wants to give that up. So he's going for the 2-point attempt here. Let's see if they get it. I don't know why this thing is frozen on ESPN, so I'm going to hit the reload button. Something's, I guess, going on with ESPN. They're just stuck in La Land. Yeah, he doesn't let the coordinator coach. Yeah, he just lets him come up with the game plan. All right, and they're not getting that. They're just going to throw him after the play. Is that anything that they're going to get flagged on? Nope. Looks like possible timing, but who cares? So a run there, I don't know. It is what it is. So that's going to make this 34-16. So the Bengals get a touchdown on that play. Some people would probably call it garbage time. But you got to do something to get you back into this game. I'm not mad at them going for 2 there. I don't know if I agree with the actual play that was called. But at this point, you just want to mentally get back into this game. It's an 18-point lead. So you're talking about well over 3 scores, almost 4 scores at this point, unless at some point you go for 2 and you get that. Maybe you consider an onside kick later in this game if you get a 3-and-out here potentially. I think that's when you consider probably an onside kick or something like that. So we'll see. Definitely a complete embarrassment. Pass to Boyd. Why isn't Carmen in? Yeah, Jackson Carmen hasn't been in this game. They've had Hakeem Adeniji in. It's hard to really tell just watching this game, watching it play out, who's responsible for what. But they've tried to give some targets out here. Carmen, I don't know if Carmen was inactive or not. I have to see. Bengals inactive. Cam Sample will not play. Auden Tate will not play. I don't see anything. Yeah, nothing about Jackson Carmen. So he's active for this game. Yep. And Tyler Chauvin is also active. Only inactives are Auden Tate, Vernon Hargraves, Trenton Irwin, Fred Johnson, and Cam Sample. So I have to see what we can do here. But at this point, it's just making the loss really more respectable and just mentally going out to show that you can do some things offensively, even though you had some issues. But one thing that you can't do in this league, and I always talk about it, is turn the ball over. Yeah, Baker Mayfield, I mean, the Browns have just really dominated the Bengals in this game. This is honestly more dominant than any of the games last season. So Baker and the Browns are rightfully going to be able to brag after this game because the Bengals have not been able to beat Baker and the Browns, and this is at home. So, I mean, they are essentially entitled to say that until you prove them otherwise. And the way that you prove them otherwise is you have to beat them. You got to beat these teams. And they're a good team. And so you just got to make this more respectable here with 13 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Gotta throw the kitchen sink at them, honestly. Like, throw some trick plays in there, some motions, try to throw them off balance, try to get some turnovers on defense. You're probably trying to punch for the ball and try to cause some turnovers here to make this a game. But so far, this Browns offense and Baker Mayfield have been on fire. So you got to see what you can do here. And it looks like Baker Mayfield is already starting off a few seconds ahead of my stream here. So it looks like he's going to get a pass to Harrison Bryant here from his 25-yard line. Harrison goes in motion. He's on Von Bell. And it's going to be a play-action pass. Oh, and he's got the drop on Von there in man coverage. He's going to pick up an easy first down there right near the sideline. I thought that it should have stopped the clock, but the clock is still going. That was a 21-yard catch. I guess, let's see, 1 foot, 2 foot. Yeah, he gets it in. He's in there. Cincinnati's had this ball for 31 minutes. Cleveland has only had it for half the time, and this game is 34-16. So you have got to try to get them off of the field again here and try to keep them from scoring because they've been explosive on some plays. Mike Hilton in the backfield makes a solid tackle there for a loss on Nick Chubb. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. So Bengals defense still playing with some heart. And here comes the Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to catch up there. They are tied up with the Devin Duvernay touchdown there in that Minnesota game. And that is a game that they are still in distance with, and they could end up adding to this lead for that in the division. They're at 5-2. We're looking at 5-4. Pittsburgh, we don't know what's going to happen there. Cleveland will be 5-4. 2nd and 12. All right. And here's a run to Nick Chubb to the left. And they're trying to force it. They don't get a tackle, and Chubb is going to get a first because of it. Bengals defense there, they've got to get to the edge. Chubb did not have anything at first. And that small thing of him hesitating there, he gets 13 just on the pull. Goes inside. Trey Hendrickson's got to make that tackle. Larry Ogunjobi's got to make that tackle. That's 2 missed tackles there that would have given this ball back to the Bengals offense. And they, in return, are going to allow the Browns offense to continue to waste time in this game, which is what they want to do here. Nick Chubb, 11 rushes, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 here at the Bengals 45. Baker's going to fake the handoff there to Nick Chubb, and he's going to go deep over the middle, and he is lucky that it falls short of Jarvis Landry in front of – well, he's not lucky. The Bengals are lucky that it falls short in front of Jarvis Landry there. 2nd and 10. And the Browns are keeping their foot on the pedal, something that they haven't done against other teams this season. When they have played in the 4th quarter, they generally get real conservative, and they've been burnt with that. So this is something that they're combating here against the Bengals. And so the Bengals really need to take advantage of this because the Browns are kind of getting out of what they normally do here because they know that this game is not over. And so here's another run here to Nick Chubb. They got to take advantage of it. They don't, and Nick Chubb gets another 1st down. And that's another 1st down, bro. They're just letting Nick Chubb is just eating them up. Offensive line is eating them up. They come and bring out. I mean, you got a guard on a safety, so you can't expect Von Bell to be able to take that on. He just clears it right out of the way, and luckily Sam Hubbard comes around and catches him. But that's 132 yards for Nick Chubb. They're at the Bengals' 35-yard line. Harrison Bryant comes in motion. Another run to Nick Chubb, and they get him after a gain of about 2. I don't know if I don't see Chubb injured. Somebody just asked, is Chubb injured? I'm not seeing him injured on this play. Say, how do I still have hope? I don't, man. I just at this point just really want them to keep it respectable at this point. But you gotta try to make something here, man, because they're just gonna run away and run with the clock, and you gotta try to get back into this ball game. Even if it looks over, you gotta do whatever you can to make this closer. So it's a pitch here to Nick Chubb, and he fumbled, but I think they recovered it. Let's see. I think the lineman or the tight end fell on it for the Browns. Yeah, the Browns recovered it. So Treader gets the recovery there. That would have been a break that the Bengals defense kind of needed. Brings up third down, though. 3rd and 4. This is a tough one. Especially with all of these weapons, you got to stop them here and try to get the ball back. But at this point, they're in field goal range. So you got to hold them to a field goal. Try to get the ball back here and make something happen. 9 minutes left here. Baker's looking. He's going to get something, and he's just going to have to throw it away because Von Bell was coming down on him. So let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to go for it? Are they going to kick the field goal? Looks like they're going to go for it here. And they're showing Bill Callahan right now. He's talking into the headset. Likely talking to Zach Taylor, trying to see what they could go to for this next one. But it's all depending on what happens here. So it looks like they are going to kick a field goal. Or is this a punter? Intentional grounding.
Even though he gets back inside, once he's out, he's out. There's no grounding.
No grounding. So they were explaining it. They thought that it was intentional grounding because that probably makes it a tougher field goal. So you got to hope for a block, a miss, something here.
Exactly, was one of those years the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year.
And I think you just got to take a deep shot. Like somewhere on this drive, you got to take a deep shot with 9 minutes left. So 45-yard attempt, and it goes wide left. So the Bengals are going to get this one after that. So let's see what they do here. Still down by, I believe, 18 points.
Just a second miss of the year.
So if you get 7, then that's what, 11. So got to get 7 here. And right now the clock is going to go against you too. So you really got to go. I think no huddle offense here. I think you just got to keep the pace going, keep Cleveland on their heels, try to get some kind of long, deep shot in there and see what you can do to try to make this game 34-27, something like that. 27. Whatever you can try to do to try to get to 27 and see what your options are. Then you might have to start trying to kick onside kicks and all kind of stuff. So you got a key miss there, but you got to get some kind of points from these drives that you're taking time off.
But picking against their favorite team.
Yeah, you got to look at Burrow and Zach. I think the offense in this game kind of let us down. Defense, you know, they've given up some things too. But really, when you talk about those 3 turnovers on offense, you really can't look past that. You can't look past, you know, the lack of creativity, sometimes the punts in situations. You got to look at coaching. You got to look at the offense and Burrow. I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
A dealer is going to deliver this car to our home.
So far, This Bengals defense has held the Browns to 0 points in the fourth quarter. So offense has only had 6 though. So they gotta get something going after not scoring in the third quarter. So definitely you're looking at Zach. You're definitely looking at the offensive coordinator. You're definitely looking at Joe Burrow after this game. You're looking at the offensive line too. Joe's been getting some shots here lately. Not really earlier in the game, but some instances it's been that. And then, the lack of plays called for Tyler Boyd. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a coverage thing, but it's definitely something because this is like the third or fourth game that we've been talking about. Bench Burrow before he gets injured. I mean, it depends on what kind of hits he's taking. It depends on how many hits he's taking. If Myles Garrett and those guys are still out there, this is when they try to tee off. So let's see what happens. 37 attempts is the most that Joe, I believe, has thrown. Maybe, or it's at least approaching it, at least in this game. That's going to eclipse some of his previous completion attempts. So 1st and 10 here. They're going for a deep one here to Chase. He's got to catch that, bro. He's got to catch that. Jamar's got to catch it, bro. He's got to catch that. He had him beat. Bro, you got to catch that, man. That's just been the Bengals today. You know that. He beats Newsome, and he drops it.
And there's the Bengals day in a nutshell right there.
That really is. 2nd and 10 here. 12 targets for Chase, only 6 receptions, 49 yards. And it's a sack right after that. I mean, it's just that's really been this offense today. Drop passes, lack of execution, and then right after that, just allowing the guys to get to the quarterback. And it's coming right here through the side. Troy Hill again, bro. They just can't stop that. That's three sacks by Troy Hill, who's a slot corner. They're just running that every time. And the Bengals have not reacted to it. They have not adjusted to it. And you got another lethargic drive here offensively. 3rd and 15. And he gets chased, but there's a flag on the play.
Usually when every defensive lineman's on the ground, Jim, literally all 4 guys are on the ground.
Probably negated for a holding penalty on Quentin Spain.
Offense, number 67.
So on Quentin Spain, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down. That wipes it completely out. You just don't know what to even really think right now with this offense, the way that they're playing with these penalties, and just finally when they get something.
1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down on the ground, and no one's even rushing, and then someone's wide open, which should have been a touchdown right there. You see the whole
yeah.
95 hit takedown on Garrett.
So I guess it just makes the game 3rd and 25. And at this point, the refs start to enter the game, and there's really nothing that you can do with that. Now they finally get a play to Tyler Boyd, but it's on the 3rd and 25. Basically, you just gave up there. So 4th down. I mean, you got to go for it. If there's nothing, this game is over. Go for it. Do what you can here, because this game is over. You have nothing to lose, but you can't just quit out there. So let's see what happens on 4th and 14. Let's see if they show some heart here to try to get back into this game. All right.
Here it is.
And Higgins is not going to be able to bring it in. There's no flag. Nothing.
Browns take over.
Yeah, it's just 34-16, man. Browns got the ball back.
Secondary for Cleveland.
T's got to try to bring that in.
This game, more than anything
That
else,
secondary, yeah, I have to agree with Romo on that one. The secondary has just really came together on the road and shut the MIGOS down. Jamar Chase not having a great game. T. Higgins has had some drops, but these drops have been with guys on them. They've been draped all over them. They've made better plays. So 3 sacks today. Most ever by a Browns defensive back. They just have given those ones up and they've made them all 3rd and longs. That's just what kind of game it's been today. Cleveland has dominated. 1st and 10, single back. They bring Hooper in motion. And they're just going to run this ball out. Bengals are going to try to stop them here. But their main goal is really to just take the time off of the clock. So, and the Ravens are back ahead against the Minnesota Vikings. So that is going to help them keep a stranglehold on the North if they get this one. But yeah, just not a lot of things to smile about today. We were 2-0 in the division. This is going to make us 2-1. That will make Cleveland 1-1. So, and that's going to drop us, I believe, to 5-4, depending on what happens in this Pittsburgh game. But they have the Browns, so I mean the Bears. So I think that is not going to be too hard of a matchup for them with the rookie quarterback in Pittsburgh. So we'll see. But this one is definitely looking like an L. Why the Bengals just called a timeout, I have no idea. I guess they're trying to save as much time as possible because they're just not going to quit, which I can respect that. 2nd and 8, they're going to make another stop.
It's taken down for a loss of a yard, and another timeout called by Cincinnati.
Another timeout called by Cincinnati, so they're not giving up.
We'll go back on the doubleheader journey.
They are not giving up in this one. AFC North, man. It's like you can look good against the Ravens and the Steelers, but you came out here and the Browns just ran over you, essentially. So AFC North fall from over, but the Ravens today are trying to get a game here, and their game being up 31 to 24 at home. So that would be a major win for them.
They're on a bye this week. Seattle, Green Bay playing at Kansas City later this afternoon. Jordan Love playing, so that. We don't even know probably Rodgers until next Saturday.
And that's going to be a completion there. They're just flexing their muscles on us, bro. They're not letting off of the gas. No flag, and that's Cheeto getting beat by there. Bates comes in.
Goes for 26 yards. I mean, he really shook the Louisiana at the line of scrimmage there. Baker got hit as well on the back end of that.
So that's the 1st and goal. They're going for another touchdown, bro. So they come in and they do us kind of what we did to the Ravens, 41-17. But theirs was in much more dominating fashion with this at 41-17 or 41-16, whatever it's about to be right now.
They're taking 11 out of the game. It looks like maybe a protocol rule.
See the play clock reset to 10 seconds. Number
Let's
11
see. Hit it to the head, to the side of the helmet on Peoples-Jones, and someone I sure said, you might want to just check on him. They took him out. That's why they stopped play, it appears. And that 1st and goal from the 3. From up here, I thought this looked like.
All right, there's a run here to the running back. Some more flags on the play.
Play loss 4.
Holding. Offense. Number 85.
Holding on the offense. That's going to back the Browns up.
I mentioned earlier that the Browns, as you see the hold call there on Njoku, had scored in the last 3 games
Yeah, I mean, I understand just said Burrow and the starters, but I think with them calling the timeouts and all of that, them just giving up, I don't know. I get the logic, but I don't know. I don't know what message that sends to the players and everything if you're just going to give up at home to the Browns. Not saying the Browns are a bad team. I'm just saying I don't know if you want to send that message. So I don't know. I can see either way, especially if he takes hits. Maybe you just get him out of there. But the Browns sure are not taking out their starters. So I don't know if you want to just say, hey, let's take Joe and them out of there in this one. We'll see what the decision is if this gets up to 41-16. It's first and goal for the Browns on the 15-yard line. All right, lost there on the play. Looks like they have taken Nick Chubb out, though.
All the scores and highlights coming up on the State Farm post-game show.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, man. They got demolished by the Cleveland Browns.
Carolina today. Next week, New England will be hosting these Cleveland Browns.
So, the Eagles are going to have to look at themselves in the mirror and figure out what kind of team that they are after that hot start. They are dropping. This is going to be 2 in a row here with the losses.
Just so similar to them improving each week, and they're losing games closely.
All right.
Oh, look at this play as Johnson bounces off the head. And still,
they're going to chase him out of bounds there. 3rd and goal.
So quickly. How do you go from where were they? They were at the 3-yard line.
You now have 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal here.
8 plays later.
We'll see what happens. They're going to score a touchdown, so it's 40-16. Browns piling it on. And that's crazy because if they just had that long play and they still scored, they're just coming out and dominating you. That's just sending a message to your team that they just are still going for it. Right now, 3rd and goal. Baker's going to drop back. And, David Njoku. 40-yard touchdown. Or not 40-yard, but 40 points to 16. Boy. So these are 2 bad back-to-back performances for the Bengals. Browns just showed up, came into your house, walked into your trap and took over your trap. That's essentially what they did. So it's going to be a lot of Baker Mayfield as the Bengals' daddy, and they can say that based off of what happened today. What's happened off of the past few matchups between them. So 41-16. Browns not letting up off of the gas.
2 more today. That's a drive where the Browns converted on a 3rd and 9 and 3rd and goal from the 18 to get to 40.
So that is.
That total we talked about.
Let's see.
That was the last 3 weeks combined before this one. Well, is there freedom as you see this bullet into the chest? There's freedom maybe going forward for him, right? His mind is clear.
Baker Mayfield, 14-21, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nick Chubb, 2 touchdowns, 14 for 137. Donovan Peoples-Jones with a touchdown, and Njoku with a touchdown. Gave up the defensive touchdown, and the Browns just came out here and erased the whole, OBJ criticism. They flushed all of that out. They came out here and made a statement. Bengals, that's 2 bad losses, man. That's 2 bad ones.
So Baker Mayfield is in 8 different receivers answering his.
So that's going to be 4 losses on the season. So a game over 500, not where you want to be at. So that's definitely going to hurt your chances in the division a lot more with this loss. But it's not completely over because you still got, I believe it's 3 more games. But the Browns have entered the chat, and they're in the race for the AFC North. And We've got Minnesota with the ball against Baltimore, but Baltimore still leads in that one with 2 minutes to go. So if they get that one, that helps Baltimore get the lead in this division. But, yeah, this isn't what you wanted to have happen. It's that simple. You came out, you didn't execute on offense, you didn't take advantage of any of the opportunities that you had. Baker Mayfield and the Browns did, and it's 41-16 at home. So definitely frustrating for this team. You know, definitely takes some air out of the sails, especially with that Jets game. That Jets loss hurts a lot more now. The Bears one hurts a lot more now. And we're going to see. I'll see what can happen, man. But honestly, the Browns right now are just a better team. You got to give it to them. They came out in this game, executed, did their thing. And we have to prove that we can bounce back and still have a chance to try to do something in this division. So we'll see. I think that they'll probably take Joe Burrow out after that one. It's 41-16. No point in risking that. It's going to be interesting to hear what they have to say after this game. But just offensively, they didn't show up today. Defensively, you know, they gave what the offense kind of gave them. Made some key stops, but at the end of the day, they can't just do it all at the end by themselves. So we'll see, but this isn't what you really wanted to give up, bro. And in this fashion, it's one thing to lose, but it's another thing to just be dominated like that right there. So we'll see. Another incompletion for Jamar Chase. So I don't know if it fell short or what happened. I guess we're going to see. And the Giants ended up beating the Raiders. That's crazy. But it won't matter for these Bengals because they're going to lose this game. And it looks like Jacksonville may still win against the Bills potentially. They've just left that game, the Bengals game period, and went to it. So they're not even showing the Bengals game anymore because that game is clearly over. So let me see if I can pull it up. But I don't blame them. I mean, it's not a close game. Cleveland has that game well in hand. And they have gone to Jacksonville Buffalo Bills game because the Buffalo Bills right now are a top seed. And the Jags had them on the ropes. So they've already went ahead and went to that. And I don't think anybody's going to blame them because you got most of the country watching that game and you went out and you played like that. So that's on you. It has nothing to do with a narrative or anything like that. That's just on you. That's how it feels right now that even the nation doesn't want to watch the Bengals and they're turning that game off. That's what it feels like. So it's up to the Bengals themselves to really try to bounce back from this loss. But there's going to be criticism, and it's well-deserved because they came out flat again, and they got their head kicked in by the Browns. So as of now, you got to take your lumps. You got to try to come back out here and see what you can do. You're getting ready to head into a bye. You got 2 straight losses. You play the Raiders in Las Vegas next week on the road. That's not going to be an easy game against Derek Carr. So we'll have to see what happens. So I just put it up here. So let's see. And Cleveland is about to take New England. Then they got the Lions and they got Baltimore, and then they get a bye. So you really messed up a good opportunity here with the Bengals. They're just going to punt it again. This game is pretty much over. So a couple incompletions there, and they're just going to punt this back. And you'll probably see them run this game out. So the Browns come out here and get a win. They win the first battle in the Battle of Ohio. They claim, I think there's a claim that we're in last place. We'll have to see. I don't know what the tiebreakers are and what the AFC record is, but I guess people are saying that we are in last place now. So we're going to have to see, man. Like, it's one thing to have all of these weapons and stuff, but you got to execute. You got to get closer to a team like the Cleveland Browns to show that you're actually, worthy of being grouped in with them. They have not shown that in this game. Case Keenum is in, and the Browns are just really going to run this clock out here. So it'll be interesting to hear what the talk is in Cincinnati. What happens? They went out. They didn't make any moves. Are they going to make any moves? What are they going to do? How are they going to move forward? Who's going to call plays? What are they going to do at the bye? How are they going to protect Joe Burrow? How can Joe Burrow not throw interceptions? How can they get more catches to happen for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? These are going to be all kind of questions that they're going to ask. So they have not been playing like a balanced team ever since we've seen them in that Ravens game. That's honestly been the only game where they've played as a balanced team. But those are questions that they're going to have to figure out. You can't have those turnovers at crucial parts in the game. You got to be able to come out with a better offensive game plan. You got to be able to execute better. You can't have these flat things where you're coming out flat. So we'll see. This is a very disappointing 2 weeks in a row. And then you're going into Las Vegas after this. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But not looking good right now. Definitely not looking good right now. Not a good showing. Regroup. I feel like I've said this for 2 weeks now. Almost 3, right? Regroup and try to get things back together. Try to figure this out. And you got to figure out how to get wins. That's all that you got to get is wins. That's all that matters. You took another L. Yeah, they whooped up on us, bro. They whooped up on us. You just got to give them their respect at this point. You can be salty about it. You can say whatever, but it is what it is. They came out here. They dominated us in our own home, and they took the win. They earned a win. And the Bills are looking like they're about to lose here. So that's what's happening right now. You had some things go your way, but it's really paving the way really for the Baltimore Ravens right now. But that game is tied up. I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, man, I'm pretty much going to hold it down up until this game is over. But that's a tough loss. You got blown out, humiliated at home. You got pushed down to near the bottom of the division. How do you bounce back? How do you bounce back? So we'll see. That's what the biggest question is. How do you bounce back when you face adversity like this? 2 games in a row. So this is where they have to see what they're going to do. This is Joe Burrow now with the multiple interceptions. Now it's an even bigger story, especially after this game. The Jamar Chase drop story, that's going to be something that's back. T. Higgins, they're going to talk about him. You can't say anything but good game. They whooped us. They deserve to win this game. This is the second week that I've been saying that. I don't know what else that the Bengals can really do with this. We'll have to tune in and see what they have, what their thoughts are after this loss, what the adjustments are. But, second loss now that you couldn't afford. Really, 4th loss, honestly, but just 2 in a row that, I think, if you would have lost to the Browns in a closer game, Yeah, but you would have had to beat the Jets. For you to lose to the Jets, then lose at home, given what's on stake for this game and how important it is, that just kills you. And then you sit here and watch a team like Jacksonville upset the Bills, and then you see the Raiders get upset by the Giants, and it's really just paving the way for Baltimore. I'm surprised they haven't started showing that game. So 3rd and 5 here. You guys know me. I'm going to finish out the game. I'm not going to quit and turn it off. So they're going to get a 4th down here. Von Bell looks hurt. That's not good. First divisional loss for us. So we're 2-1 in the division. Honestly, you got to try to go 5-1 now in the division. And you got to have – it's tough, bro. It's tough. Like, if you can't come out and play like this against the Browns the next game, and that one's in Cleveland. So that's a tough one. That's a game, or that's a series that I thought was going to be a split. I had this as being that split. You could possibly be on the rim of getting swept now 2 years in a row by the Browns, back-to-back seasons. So, and you still aren't going to be able to just walk into Baltimore and Pittsburgh and just assume that you're going to win, especially with the recent struggles. So, and there's a fumble there by Darius Phillips. Luckily, the Bengals recover. And there's a flag on that play. But, man, the Cleveland Browns just came out, played inspired. They really wanted to take it to this OBJ narrative, and they did that and used the Bengals as a reason to let out those frustrations. And boy, did they do in a big way. After scoring 10 points last week, they come out and score 41. And it's a holding call on Jalen Davis. And they're going to come out here and try to end this game. Yeah, Browns definitely came out to play football. I don't know what we were doing. Giving up 70 points in 2 weeks, yeah. Yeah, that defense is starting to fall, but it's really not on them completely. The offense has to give them something. The offense has to score points. We keep talking about this throughout this season. Offense has to be there and play their game and show up and cash in on some of these opportunities. So they didn't do that. You know, the defense had a really bad showing last week, giving up 100 or 500 yards of total offense. I don't feel like they did that this game. There was just a lot of turnovers. So that's going to end it. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. It is what it is, boys. We got to try to bounce back and see what's going to happen next week. We're going to Vegas. We're headed there to try to get a win. You got to try to get to 6-4 now because you're 5-4 now. So you got to try to get to 6-4, get into the bye, and try to figure out what your exit strategy is coming out of that bye and what you're going to do with the next half of the season because that's where you're at. All is not lost, but these 2 last losses are very concerning because they haven't had anything going offensively. Then they're getting ready to go on the road against Las Vegas, which is a team that can also put up points. So they're either going to be 5-5 or 6-4, and that's where the concentration needs to be at and how they go into the bye. You want to go in at 6-4, but we'll have to see. Let me double check that just to make sure. From 1-4. But you got to bounce back. The season's not over, right? But you have got to try to get into this bye. Let me double check. So, no, the bye is this week. So you're going into the bye 5-4 now. So my mistake on that one. I thought it was Vegas and then the bye. So they're going on to the bye. And you have to come out. You go against Vegas. You go against Pittsburgh. You go against the LA Chargers. You go against the 49ers, Denver, Baltimore, Kansas City, and you end this one at Cleveland. So you got to come out, try to get some wins. hope that somebody loses while you're on a bye. And that's essentially what it is. So they came out. You got to give them the credit, bro. They came out. They balled out against us. They came out facing the adversity from the OBJ thing that they dealt with the whole week. They banded together, and they whooped up on us. It is what it is. You got to give credit to where it's due, and you can't say anything until you beat this team. And this is a team that clearly came to play and dealt our Cincinnati Bengals a loss. I'm Ace Boogie. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. And as usual, I'll leave you guys with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
We can go to war with a better group of men.
End zone throw. Touchdown. T. Higgins.
Time for me to take over.
Inside the 20 with a block. Mixon, and that's going to be a Bengals touchdown.
Time to do it again.
Burrow on second down with time. Can't find anyone. And now he fires downfield to Jamar Chase. He's got it. And takes it all the way for a Bengals touchdown. 70 yards.
We're going to keep fighting through adversity. It's not going to be perfect every time.
Field looking for Devontae Adams. It is picked off by Awuzie. His first interception as a member of the Cincinnati Bengals.
We're just going to keep getting better and better and better.